Hello, everyone, and welcome to a game that like, nobody's ever heard of. Aiden Chronicles the First Mage. Let me break it down for you, okay? This is a game that came out on the N64. It was not well received. Probably still not super well received either. Because the game has a few issues. One of them was which, if you kind of look at the background here, actually, you know what, it'll be better if I demonstrate it in game. I'll show you one of the issues once we actually get started on this thing. But emulator, yes, I am playing it on an emulator, and I'm going to demonstrate why once we get started. But this is probably, let me think about it. No, this is correct. This is the first turn-based RPG that I ever played, and I honestly think it's probably the result of this game, of why I actually like turn-based RPGs so much. I think all of that came from this. Like, straight up, this is the reason I think I like turn-based games so much, because I played this so many times as a kid. A countless number of times, and I've only ever managed to beat it semi-recently. I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago. I actually went through and beat the whole thing. Like, it was like I had to do it. You know, like, I was motivated and I had to get it done so I could feel complete. So now this is just gonna be a fun romp where I'm gonna know what I'm doing. I'll explain what I'm doing as I go, and if anybody ends up liking this game because of this, I'm gonna feel really happy about myself. Looks like Legend of Zelda is Final Fantasy VII. It's okay. The thing is, it's not turn-based in the traditional sense that you might. You'll see. You'll see when we get into it. I'm just gonna hop right in. One nice thing about this game that not a lot of, let me turn the light on. Oops. That not a lot of games in this time period had is replayability. Which I'll talk about all this as I go, and I'm really excited. Like, I didn't think I'd actually get to play this. I guess I could just play it on my own accord, but I'm like, I don't want to play something if nobody's gonna watch it, you know? But I'm really excited to actually just get into this again and talk about everything. We're just gonna go with Aileron. That's just the base name. We're going. Shout out to the letters clipping. Oh yeah, that's, listen, you're gonna see a lot of things that don't look good. Like, you can literally see the textures kind of coming apart in some areas, because everything is made of polygons. But that's gonna be the least of our concerns as we go, and I'll show you some stuff, though. So here we go. Let's get started. Yes, Your Majesty, right away, Your Majesty. This is our good friend, the chef. Why does the king always ask me to find the boy? I'm a cook, not a ranger. This poor man. He doesn't know. Aileron! I don't even know how to really pronounce that. Infinity. Cause graphics are so crispy. Dude, the graphics are mwah. Also, the text box, I don't know why. The text box, and specifically the intro cinematic, is completely busted. Like, when it comes back, you'll see that there's like 3/4 of the text box, and then 1/4 of the text box above it. Like, the letters are fine, but the actual box that's supposed to contain the letters is messed up. I think that's just an emulator thing. Listen, I can get this game running. I can get it running I can get it running smoother than the N64, but I can't fix it completely, okay? It's a little special. It's a little special. So basically, this is the base premise to this. Our protagonist, Aileron, has run off. He was in the castle with everybody trading, and without any word or anything, he just ran off, and now nobody can find him. And we'll get to him. We'll see what he's been up to, you know, but he's just looking around. He's doing some stuff on his own, which is as the son of the king, is not great. Like, the king is kind of worried. Also, don't worry about the sky. That's normal. That's how. Once again, the intro cinematic has a lot of weird things going on with it that is not present in the actual game. I don't know why. I'm gonna blame that on emulator, I guess, because, like, I have no idea. It's a little funky though, I will admit. The sky go woo! It was like blinking in time to the music. It's a little interesting. This game also has a mix of either weird or just hilarious dialogue. It's oh god, I'm so excited to actually get into it. It's gonna be so it's gonna be so funny. I'm gonna no, I'll do it as I go. I didn't actually think too far ahead of playing this game. I was just thinking, we just gotta get in here and just do it. I should have put more forethought into it. Because, like, the main character, basically, can do anything. He has the versatility. You can build him however you want. He can do whatever you want. And you have party members that you can take with you. And there's a bunch of different party members that you can take, and they all do different things. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, so this is just, they're still just, the poor cook is going around, because the cook is, like, good friends with our pro tag here. And he's like, does anybody know where he went? And everyone is just furious with him. Abracan got enchantments on his weapons. She's just like, he's messing with my stuff. And his poor cook is like, well, you know, hey, you gonna come out, my guy? I don't want to talk to any more people. I've made everyone in this entire castle angry. But aha! He's been in his room! The place that no one would think to check, he's not in his room. Well, time to pack it up. That plan didn't work. Definitively not in the room. Also, look at these shadows, ready? That's pretty good, isn't it? This it makes me laugh every time. Some pretty good shadows on that. Got the one polygon boobs, dude. Oh yeah, like the triangle, like pyramid. Oh god, it's so ugly. What do you? It's beautiful, dude. It's just like I remember. Look at that beautiful face. Oh, it's got those special graphics, you know. By the way, how would you rate the 3DS games from which you would play again, and which you don't want to touch? The 3DS games from which you would play again and you don't want to touch? Like, what do you mean? What 3DS games? Are you talking about just 3DS games in general? Because I only really played Pokemon and like Mario Kart on my 3DS. Hello? Kendall? You must be around here somewhere. Kendall, it's me. Your boy. Alron. I spoke to your wife. I spoke to this chest here. She's worried. She hasn't seen you all morning. Come on out, Kendall. Come on out here now. Did you hear me? Hello? You out here? Nope. So here we go. Now, I want to properly demonstrate to you. Also, the menu is going to be laggy, but listen, okay? The good with the bad. I did the menu is laggy because I'll show you how the game looks in a second. Once I get down here, you're gonna see some stuff, man. Yes, the forest is quite lovely, Yuli, but foolish do not be. Goblins roam the woods and trouble there has been. Yes, so have I heard. What is it? Alron? These guys are basically, these are Mirari, which are like the equivalent of like gnomes that talk a little bit like Yoda. It's a little special. No fucking way it's Sora. Oh, Dark Souls. Oh, I DS. I read DS and I just thought the actual DS. Dark Souls, my favorite is the first one. The third one is good. I'd put it in the middle. Dark Souls 2, and I'm okay. Dark Souls 2 had a couple good DLC bosses, but I don't know if I'd ever want to go back there, dude. Oh, hell yeah, this is the graphics quality I like to see. H motherfucking D right here. Oh, it's good. It's really good. Look at the face, dude. Look at the face, Eco. I knew you'd appreciate the graphics. I did the math. Hail and well met, honored Mirari. How be you this day, pup? Well, are you? I am happy and I am well. Ah, and what brings you to the forest? What indeed? These woods are perilous. Goblins be the enemies of traders and squires. Meanwhile, the king and all his knights are searching the castle for you. I haven't seen any goblins. Recently, they've been attacking caravans and traders. Luckier we have slipped past with our spice, but our magic does aid us. Even still, we must move quickly. Take care, pup. But Eater, I have to find Kendall. Perhaps use westerly, or somewhere to the east. We are traveling from Talwalk. Talwalk, where's that? Or it could be Tailwalk, I guess. You're gonna hear some pronunciations that I kind of picked up when I was younger, and I don't think I'm gonna change. Talwalk is a land to the south of the forest, along the river. Is it far? Not for us. No, not for traders. Though we'll be happy to see our homes in Aramon. Yes, indeed. In any case, we do not see your Kendall along the path from there to here. He must be somewhere else. May you find him safely and quickly, and before the king is too angry. Wait a minute. Is the king angry? Oh, well, you just kind of ran off from the castle and disappeared for a while. He might be a little angry. A hot temper, but a kind soul. I see more than enough of his temper these days. Yes, pup, and whose fault is that? Hush, Sheila, can't you see the boy is worried enough? Why don't you bring some spice? We are carrying his favorite. Poggerall. I'm gonna call it Poggerall. The royal ponies relish it, dude. Yoda hit different. Gnomes that speak like Yoda, my DM brain is getting ideas. This is a fantasy. Tall walk. I mean, it could be. Like, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be just tail walk, but I call it tall walk. I don't know. It's whatever, dude. Is it expensive? For you, pup, a special price. 2 gold pieces. I have 1 gold piece. Only 1! Are you sure? This is very fine Poggerall. I know it's the finest Eater, but with 1 piece of gold, I can't do much bargaining. Very well, very well. We traders know what it's like to be a little light on gold, pup. Indeed we do. We shall that this one time a single piece of gold will do. God, reading Mirari text is just gonna break my brain. Thank you. And now I must find Kendall. Off I go. Later, boys. And then this is what I get. Be careful, pup. Trained you may be, but more than rats or bats you are not ready for. Kill you they will. And then they hit me with the, wait, hold on, it's coming. Don't be these woods after dark, pup. Not see him alive again. That's their faith in me. There's like, nah, he's dead, dog. Too bad. Nice he was. He's like, they watch me walk up, it's like, nah, this man dead. All right. Oh, Lord, he called you a pup. It's a good thing he ain't a fursuit. Now, let me show you something special, right? This is me. I got the game running a little bit better. I think I can still demonstrate here, right? It's pretty relatively smooth. This is not how the game normally runs. I had to do a little bit of finagling to get it this way. Allow me to show you what this game is like in the original quality. Here we go. It's gonna be, I don't think it's gonna come into play yet. Give it a moment. This is actually still fine. You'll see when we get back to the forest. This is still okay. But it had major design flaws, and this game like could not be handled. Oh, you see it a little bit there, a little bit of that lag coming in. The N64 couldn't quite handle this game. The game couldn't handle itself, really. Because it tries to load in a lot of things, and what that does is it causes things to be a little bit laggy. Actually, it's still not even happening that much here. Oh, I kind of see it a little bit. It's not that bad, but... Alright, maybe I can't show it off. The menu is still pretty bad, but okay. I can find a better place for it eventually. But, yeah, effectively, this game ran at, like... With the lag, maybe somewhere, like, 15 FPS or less on the N64. Like, it ran, like, actually, probably, like, 12 now that I'm thinking about it. Like, it was bad. It was super laggy. And it would slow everything down to the point where it's just like, oh, God, it's terrible, dude. Too big of a unit. And N64 was pretty limited, but they made do with many of the games. Yeah, a lot of the games they could deal with. It's just this game was just very poorly optimized when it came out. I think it had to be kind of rushed at the end, but I'm not entirely sure on that. And because of that, it ran like garbage. Even now the game still has like a lot of soft locks and stuff, you know? Superman 64, that shit's cursed. Hey, you played that game? I was lucky enough to not play Superman 64. But I've seen other people play it, and that's, ugh, God. Oh, shit, their stats. What kind of build we running? Dex, strength? Alright. Let me break it down for y'all, actually, since we're out here. I didn't talk about combat yet. I'll get to that in a second. But in this game, there are the base stats you have, and you can kind of build how you want. Intelligence is pretty simple. It makes it so if you cast spells, you have a better chance of successfully casting them. You get better with the ranged weapons. And then it talks about Lore Master and other knowledge-based skills. That doesn't really matter. I'm gonna be real with you right now, but it's spells and ranged weapons. That's what intelligence is for. Willpower is just defense against magic spells, right? When you cast a spell on somebody, one of three things will happen. You'll either fail to cast the spell because you rolled the dice and you messed it up. You'll cast. And if it's on an enemy, they can resist it if their willpower is good enough, or if you just roll bad or whatever. Or you successfully cast the spell. So willpower and intelligence are like the spell kind of things. I'm gonna skip dexterity for a moment because that's the special topic. Endurance represents the real physical damage your character can take before dying. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really know the difference between endurance and stamina, which is they both affect health. I think endurance is also like damage resistance in general to like just damage, whereas stamina is just health. But what it's used for is stamina is used to power magic. If you cast a spell, that's coming from your health. There's no mana. When you cast spells, that is a physical ability that you are using, and you have to hurt yourself to do it effectively. So it's just a measure of, like, how many spells you can cast. Strength is, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. How good are you at hitting with a sword, right? Like, that's... Maybe endurance is defense stat. Yeah, it's basically... It's like... I'm pretty sure it's, like, damage resistance. But it also gives you health in addition to that. And so it's just it's a good thing to upgrade. You look up a meta power gaming guide. Dude, I am the meta power gaming guide. Is this off-brand Quest 64? Dude, this is better than Quest 64. IMO, but you know. I'm saying you're not going to live, maybe you think of Zelda. It's dangerous to go alone. Maybe you should have taken this. Is it their dick? Wait a minute. I don't know when you type that, so I don't know the context of that. Oh boy. But here we go. Here's the final stat, right? Dexterity. Now, are y'all ready for this? All right. Dexterity improves your movement rate in combat, which means how far you can move. It improves the number of actions you can take in a round. Pretty important. It affects defenses against enemy weapons, so higher dex you don't get hit as much. And it makes you hit with your own weapons more. Dexterity does everything. Which is one problem with this game. Dexterity is such a ridiculously good stat to have. And if anyone's looking to play this game, this is the thing you want to upgrade first. Because all of these things cap. I don't know what stamina caps exactly, but intelligence, willpower, dexterity, and strength cap at 30. I think endurance either caps at 30 or 40, I don't remember. And stamina, you could just buff that forever. So, dexterity is one of the stats you want to get. You want to hoard all the dexterity because that's going to carry you through the game. And then there's also skills. I don't have a ton right now. Well, I mean, I say that, and there's like a whole page of them. But here's stealth. You can sneak past monsters. It's kind of whatever. Throw up a door. It's something that I basically never use, but it's there. Warrior is just how good you are at fighting, getting critical hits. It's all around. It's like the thing you go if you're being a warrior. Wizard. Chance of successfully casting spells allows you to cast more difficult spells. Critical hits on offensive spells. It's the spellcaster thing. But in addition to, Warrior, for example, is a thing you use for, combat, but you also have specific abilities for specific weapons. Like, Hafted is like axes, clubs, maces. It just improves your chance to hit with those things. Missile is bows, sword is sword, shield is just, your defense is wearing a shield, and I'll get into another combat and I'll kind of describe like a little bit of what we're looking at here, because it's a lot of information I gotta throw out, and this comes from my entire lifetime of playing this game, and basically only ever looking at a guide once, ever. But you know, you'll see. Who would win, a warrior who has spent years of training in the use of a greatsword and plate armor, or one ballerina boy? I mean, you'll see, dude. Dex is broken as Dex in Persona 1. Yeah, no, Dex is insane. This is the time, Bard. Oh God, no! Jesus. I have to show you what it does. It's so sad using that. I've never used it before because it's like so useless. But I'll get a chance to show you what Trabador, or however you say it, what it does. Are we doing Kingdom Come again? Henry the Smasher? We totally could. We totally could. I will be asking you guys about certain decisions we have to make and letting you tell me what I'm doing, because I know the outcomes of a lot of things. So, chat, I hope you're ready. This is going to be a very interactive experience here, okay? You're going to be making some decisions for me out here. But, let's keep going. It's cold out here. Kendall? Kendall, is that you? What in the goddamn... A spirit? What? Just wandering the forest and a ghost just walks on by, like, alright, that's just a thing that happened, dude. Alright. You know, I'm just gonna keep going on my merry way here, if you don't mind. I'm also gonna grab a couple pieces of loot out here. I don't know where everything is, but I've run this a few times and it helps. So, hello, rat. So here we go. Combat now. I've done this twice, but basically, every turn, you have this like little movement area where you can choose to move to. And you can move to the edge and you stop. This game is interesting because once you get like locked in combat like this, your circle disappears. Think of it almost like when you're in combat in like D&D, you can't move away without getting opportunity attack. Except in this, you can't really move away. Like, I would have to go here, end my turn, and then if he doesn't come at me, then I can run away. Like, I have to spend an extra turn basically getting out of range to go away. And one interesting thing is, this movement mechanic kind of affects certain things. Like, if I were hitting this guy in the back, I would have a better chance to hit him. And then also, if I have a certain skill, hitting people in the back does more damage. Hitting in the sides is usually just harder to hit in general. Especially if like they have a shield and you're hitting like on the shield side. So generally you want to be attacking people from like the front and the back. Those are the two good spots that you want to beat people up at. And currently when it's just like my guy and I'm doing like this single combat here, a lot of the like mechanics with combat you're not going to get to see. But later on, once we actually start getting a few companions with us, you're going to see how that's going to kind of play a role once we get into like some of the bigger combats out here. You're going to be the most evil motherfucker. What do you mean, dude? I'm a good boy. Once again, the rat's portrait is godly. Oh yeah, dude. The portraits in this game, can I just say, oh man, it's great. Some of the death noises are hilarious, and are completely accurate to whatever I'm fighting. Oh, it's a little scary when you haven't played the game before. You're like, what is this? What am I looking at? What are these sounds? Unfortunately, bats don't make sounds, but you know, it's the rat death noise is pretty good. I don't recall if we've heard it already. I'm kind of numb to a lot of this because I've done it so much. And there you go. He runs away. When enemies are running away, they get the little yellow border around their picture, and they're out of there. You still get items from them if they were to drop items. I don't know if you get the XP if they run away. So I usually try to kill if I can. But a lot of times if they're just running, I might just let them run because it's like, okay, I can't catch them. I'll just wait till they just leave, and then, you know, we just keep going on with our day out here. Yeah, this is the right spot. Okay. Front and back, you say? Yes. We do like to take them from both sides out here. Oh, we got some other friends here, some other ones. Sister, look, here's that boy from the castle. He's a bold one to be wandering alone. Good day, Mirari. I'm happy to see friendly faces here. There's been a lot of rats and bats everywhere, and a ghost. Gotzone and Zareen being happy to meet you here. Mirari dialogue is gonna kill me. And we are surprised to see you, pup. Aileron, is it not? Why so far away from the castle? You know the trouble in these woods. Is this another of your impulsive adventures, or are you lost? Lost. I know this forest like a book. Come on. And then you know there are spirits and strange creatures here. You might be startled at any moment. We Mirari are protected by our magic, but you're pretty fucked, kid. Hey, I know some magic. He's lying. I can see it in his eyes. It's been many years since chaos reached into our plane. Indeed, but the forces against us now grow stronger every day. More and more we hear reports of monsters and the goblins. It'll take more than a few spells to match them nowadays. Don't worry, Gotzone, I also know how to fight. After all, I am the kingdom's finest squire. Not according to Sir Abercan. He tells me you're learning well, not as quickly as you would like. With all due respect, Sir Abercan is never happy with anyone. Sir Abercan rarely misjudges any of the king's squires. If he finds you lacking, there must be cause. He just doesn't like orphans. Oh yeah, I should probably mention, our main character, was orphaned by the king. Basically, his parents died, and the king took him in, and now he's the king's son. So there you go. We're stepping back to the orphan defense here, dude. Goblin short stacks. Oh god, goblin short stack call you whack. Nah, dude, wait, these are Mirari. I mean, I know they look a little bit like goblins, but these are still Mirari. These are just the Mirari women. They're the short stacks out here, dude. What a serious case of MC syndrome. I know, right, dude? It's great. You're as brash as they say you are. Well, it's the truth. You have much to learn from him, Aileron. Think twice before you fight anything in the woods. Abercan's in for a surprise today. One of our farmers is missing. I've come here to find him and bring him home. A rescue? How exciting. Sister, why are the youngest squires always the most ambitious? It's a mystery to me, sister. But you'll never find this farmer on your own. The force is enormous. You'll need assistance. I like working by myself and also running away so that nobody can find me. See, is there any way we can help? Well, if you see Kendall, ask him to call my name. Ask him to call loudly. When I hear that, I'll run towards him and the rescue will be over. As you can see, our pro-tag here is very smart. He knows what he's doing, okay? What a genius player. Now, you really have to think hard to devise plans these good, okay? He's a smart fella. His intelligence isn't, the greatest yet. Then we'll be back to Guernia safe and sound. Be careful, pup. These woods are no place for a half-trained squire. So whatever you're doing, best to finish it as soon as possible. Or even sooner than as soon as possible. I'm sure the whole castle awaits your return. Alright, we're just gonna pop down this way now. Yeah, so the reason why we ran away from the castle is we're looking for a farmer that has gone missing. So protagonist just says, oh, well, I'll just go run off and find him, dude. I'll lickety-split, it'll be easy. We have a little hut here that is going to be locked. We can't really get in there. But, it's a little... So someone out here living in the forest, dude, living that chill life. That is backwards. I think I want to go this way. And I'm just going to run around, pick up some stuff around here. There's probably going to be, like, a few more fights, but, it's rats and bats and all that, dude. I ain't worried. Also, in case you don't believe me, there you go. Cannot get in there. That they locked up this forest hut tight, dude. Lock and key, chained up door, never getting in there. I expect nothing less from the deformed son of Hercules and Sora. Oh my god. Yalu! Now that's what a goblin sounds like, in case anyone was wondering. A goblin? Fight now, human boy. Where's Kendall? Kendall, go gone, human. Go where? What's his hat doing on the ground? Hat here. Him gone. Fight now. And you know what? Now the goons are coming. What are you doing in the forest? Forest goblin country. No more farmer. No more trader. No more you. Now fight. Get out of my way. You go by. Alright, if you insist. You go by after you fight us. She sent us. This dialogue is very good, by the way. Big goblins. This is just an orc. What? Well, if in this game these are goblins, okay? What is this dialogue? It's very good. It's good is what it is. Oh my god, an ambush! Oh no! They've got me on all sides. Well, shoot. And yep, so here we go. It's a couple goblin boys just gonna be walking at me, and they're gonna be yeeting some poison darts at me. And yeet. That's the death sound, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. What happened? I can't see, it's just a scratch, but it burns. And then you wake up. Welcome back to the world, child. You've been sleeping long. Where am I? This is my hut. Safe and sound and well hidden. You were like 5 feet away from me when I found you. Found you in the woods. What you were doing there, I can't guess. It wasn't easy dragging you back to my hut, you know. You're her. You're the witch. Which witch? What am I doing? God. When I read this aloud, this kind of hits different, actually. This is great. Fight me. No, fight me now. Fight me. Perfect dialogue. What am I doing here? What are you up to? Your fears make you the fool, boy. I know all about you. We've all heard the stories. Stories? Bah! You shouldn't waste time on them. I'm no witch. I'm the healer who saved your skin. But you gather herbs. All healers do. In this room, it's full of spices and flowers. They say, all healers grow flowers. I also collect herbs. How else can wounds be stopped? Shall I quit collecting herbs for people? No. Oh, then shall I send you back outside? Believe me, you slept helplessly for hours. If evil was my intention, I've had several opportunities. But lady, Oriana. What's Oriana? My name is Oriana. You see what I mean? Protagonist isn't like the sharpest tool in the shed out here, okay? It's one of the old names. I think it suits me. We still don't know who you are. Me? I'm Aileron. Thank you for helping me. Think nothing of it. Nothing at all, young Aileron. Alright, I'll try to remember. What were you doing out in the clearing? I was walking. I remember that. I went from the castle. Go on. I ran into the forest. I saw the hat. A hat? I thought I saw a woman in the trees. Maybe it was you. Everything is hazy, but I think there was a woman. I don't know where he's getting this from at all. There were goblins and something hitting me. I'm feeling dizzy. And then here we go. Ready? This is the first person camera angle. Oh shoot. Oh jeez. Oh whoa. Yo. Oh god. Whoa. I'm gonna go. I can stand up. I'm good. I'm not good. Oh sure. The protagonist remembers his name. It's. What a miracle. Had several opportunities while you laid there helpless, sleeping like an angel with bed. Kendall, it's me. Also, here we go. Dream sequence, boys. Where are you? This is a fun little meeting of the minds here. Hello, Squire. Who are you? A friend. Boy here. Lost he. I'm looking for someone. Lost you. Fail you. Pay no attention to them. They're perfectly harmless. Kill you! Die soon! Perfectly harmless. They're just trying to show they like you. Kill! Die! Perfectly harmless. You know, they're just the friends. Shut up! You say you're looking for someone. Yeah, a friend. You're sure? One of the village farmers? Do you think he left his house? Do you think maybe he came this way? Be honest, Squire. Since when do farmers leave their homes? Ever! That never happens. They live in their homes. They never leave. Are you sure that's what you're looking for? Weren't you really sick and tired of waiting around in that castle? Die! Kill! See, they like you. I really appreciate the voice acting on your part. Thank you. This game hits so different when it's when I'm reading it out loud. I love it. Tell me what you want here, Squire. You can trust us. Why chase after farmers while your own dreams sparkle just within your reach? I have to help him. Forget the farmer. He's unimportant. But you, I think you're lost yourself and looking for your own path through these woods. Cinematic camera angle. Where's my friend? Stay here with us. Kill! Die! The three had passionate hate sex later. Yes. And I just turn around like, what in the world? Yes, friend. You'll stay with us forever. Now, I want to just take some time to appreciate this model, fellas. You know, they had to work with what they had at the time. I understand that. But boy, howdy, is that a little bit rough? You know, like that's a little bit rough out here. But I'm just gonna skip past that there. Anyhow, and we're back up here. Yo, what's up, Oriana? Hello, Aileron? Squire? Kendall's dead, isn't he? Some moments are best forgotten, but Kendall is dead. Yes, the goblins killed him. I was only hoping you wouldn't remember any of it, but this vision you've just had... Yeah, I feel so strange. The vision will do that. You're sure that's what it was? I know no other explanation. When I lived in Aramon, I heard of Mirari legends about dreams, but... In your case, there must be some spell or poison in you. A special poison beyond my healing. Did the attacking goblins cast an enchantment on you? Because they could probably do that? Or something worse. We fought, I lost. That's all there was to it. They threw 2 little needles at me, I fell over. You know, that's how it goes. Maybe you should go back to the king. The wizards at the castle might be able to do something. Given the fact that you aren't exactly at home in the forest, I have cast a pathlight spell for you. Just follow the string of lights outside my hut and they will lead you to the road. I'm sure you can find your way from there. You know what? Thank you. I think you're right. Be sure to tell the healers there what's happened. I will, Oriana. Is there anything that you might be able to teach me? If you wish, show me. And so she can actually kind of give you a few things. Like there's healer. She has 2 spells, which we're going to be picking both of these up like right now because they're pretty good, both of them, honestly. So this one is just like how upgrading everything in this game works effectively. You use XP to upgrade. It could be your stats, your skills, your spells. They all upgrade with the same stuff. So this is just every upgrade gives more strength. And Air Shield is god tier. And a lot of these spells, when you upgrade them, it's kind of crazy. Because you are investing in a single spell. So when they get upgraded, not only does their effect get upgraded, their range gets upgraded as well. So, in particular, like Air Shield hits everybody in a range. Every single time you buff it, not only does you get more protection from it, the range is bigger, so you can hit like all your allies with it a lot easier. Like at the beginning of the fight, you can just throw this down if it's high level and get protection on everybody. It's really good. So here's a question. Actually, I won't do it now, but I will grab healer, I think. Just to have that there. I think I'll just leave. I'll actually maybe grab that too. I'll just grab everything. Because our main boy here can learn everything. So I'm going to grab everything, and when the time comes, I'm going to ask you fellas what we're going to go on our guy here. And you're gonna tell me what we're doing, and I'm gonna work with what you give me, and it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. I cannot wait. But for right now, we're just gonna collect all the basic stuff. This is still kind of like the prologue of everything. Like we haven't actually gotten started yet. Once we do get started, though, that's when things are gonna pick up a little bit more. But I will actually be doing things on the way to the castle, because there's one thing in particular that I want to get that's going to be very beneficial for me later. Or actually just I might use it like the entire game, I'm not sure. But it's useful. You'll see what it is when we get there. Bazooka titty. The models are a little bit rough. I'm gonna be real with you, okay? I love this game. I can realize the faults. That model could use a little bit of help. Like that was like you know, like the Lara Croft meme, like old Lara Croft titties were just like these like spears embedded in her chest. It was kind of like that, you know. That's like the mistress of chaos. She's hella spooky, but I mean, I think the model work makes it a little extra spooky, you know? It adds a little bit to the spook factor. I thought there was something over there, but I guess there's not. I think there's a thing here. Also, draw distance. This is what the draw distance is like. So if you see me, like, this is a corner here, right? If you see me walking into a corner like this, it's because that could happen. Like, the draw distance is very, very bad. And even with the short draw distance, the game tends to lag a lot back on N64. Here it's good. Here it's, like, hella smooth. Comparatively, which is nice. Like, I can't express to you. The graphics that I used to play this game on, like, the way that it ran, I don't know how I used to do it. I mean, eventually my eyes can adjust to it. But if it wasn't for nostalgia, I would probably, like, if I ever tried this game, in its N64 state, I'd be like, get this garbage out of my face, okay? I can deal with low frame rates, but when it's, like, super lagging too, oh, God, it's a little bit rough on my eyes, you know? Like, I need it to look semi-okay out here. How did I fight a bat? That was a rat. Unless there was another fight right next to that, I guess. Like, I guess that's possible. Also, you see that? The bat targets me in the back, because enemies will try to do that. If enemies can get behind you to hit you in the back, they absolutely will do that. One good thing about this game is the enemies do know how to target you. And they're gonna take advantage of the weakest link in your party, because they're gonna know who's hardest to hit and who's not super hard to hit. They're only gonna fight you, like, certain people if you, like, lock them into it and they have to, or they see a good opportunity to hit them. Otherwise, they're gonna go for the one that they can kill the fastest, which in some cases might be you. But you know, it'll be fun times when we get there. So another thing too in the beginning, this is one of those games where, because everything is dictated by stats, everyone is really, really, really bad at everything in the beginning. Like, it is hard to do damn near anything in this game when you're just starting out. Like, you have trouble hitting. If you do hit, the damage isn't great. And if you don't know how to build, you're just gonna have a rough time overall. And when I say how to build, what I mean is, if you don't know that you're supposed to go dexterity first, you're gonna have a bad time. I don't care if you're a mage. I don't care if you're a warrior. I don't care if you're like the troubadour that sits in the corner. You get that dex, okay? I don't care what you're going. You get dex, all right? Dex is the god tier. I don't know why it's so good. I don't know why they looked at all the other stats and they're like, what if we just had dexterity just do everything? I couldn't tell you, but that's just how it works. So if you want a fighting chance, that's what you gotta go first, which is why the build isn't super important right now, because pretty much even when I get some friends in my party, it's just, I'm going dex on everybody for a little while. Because there's no choice in the matter. You have to go dex, or fights are gonna be like borderline impossible to do. And that is one mistake that you better believe I made as a kid many, many, many times, where I'm just like, the main character sucks. He gets like one turn every like 6 hours. Well, it's because the main character has pretty bad dex. And you gotta get that upgraded. There's also, like, if you put on armor. Armor has a way of, well, not a way. Armor has a habit of decreasing dex, depending on what kind of armor you use. In a lot of cases, it's worth it, but things like, for example, the large shield here. You get protection and defense, -3 dexterity compared to the -2 there. Still gonna take it, because that extra -1 dexterity is worth getting extra defense and protection for. Like, that's a good sacrifice to make. But you just gotta be careful. You just gotta be careful with what you put on, because you bring your dex too low, and all of a sudden, it's not gonna matter what your stats are, because if you're not getting hit, you're useless, because you're just not taking turns at all. At least if you're gonna have no dex, you can tank a little bit, you know? Like, that's like the baseline goal. So, like, if you have a big chunky warrior wearing, like, huge, heavy chainmail and, like, the biggest shield you can find. You want them to at least be tanking hits, because they're probably not going to be taking their turns too much, especially with low decks. And yeah, I know I'm ranting about decks a lot now. This is not going to be the last time I rant about decks, because, like I said, it's an important part of the game. It's going to come in all the time, even when we have, like, super high decks later in the game. It's not going to matter. You're just going to be on par with the enemy at that point. It really is just that important to get. But it's, I wouldn't call it, I would call it broken if you're over-leveled. In the beginning of the game, like, if you manage to get your decks really high really early, enemies will never take turns. They just won't. You'll just take like 20 turns before they can do anything. It's really sad. You just gather around them and just like, it's just a bunch of people like kicking a goblin's teeth in before the goblin can even react, dude. Because everyone just moves so quickly that the goblin can't even stop it. It's just like, what? Stop, please! I can't do anything! And you're like, no, I don't think I will. It's really funny. So one of the things we're gonna get is, I believe it is in this house. So rundown cabin right here. Yeah, nothing there. I believe it's on the top. So this is, I'm not gonna read the sign because, whatever. This is the town that Aileron was born in. It got burned to the ground, basically, and we're just scavenging the remains. And what I picked up there is the item that I was looking for, Namer's Ring. It's got spell battery in it, which, to my knowledge, and I might be wrong on this, when you cast spells, like I said, it takes from your health. If you have spell battery, that acts as your health before it starts taking from your health. So it just means you can cast more spells in battle effectively. Which you can imagine is pretty good to have. And, I guess I could talk a little bit about magic. So there's 4 schools of magic in this world. And it's not going to be super applicable, right? Or super obvious even right away. But it's Namer, Star, that's the one. Necromancy. I literally forget the last. And Elemental. Those are the 4 schools of magic. And whatever school a character is in, that's the only kind of magic they can learn. So if they're like the Elemental school, they can't learn spells from Namer. Or if they're Necromancer, they can't learn spells from Elemental. You know, just effectively, you're stuck to whatever your school is in terms of spells that you can learn. Except for our main character. Our main character, the Jack of all trades, he can learn any spell from any school. Which, as you can imagine, if you're going for a mage build, is very, very good. So, I'm going to be picking up pretty much any spell I can get on him, because even if I don't go mage, just having some spells as a supplementary thing is going to be pretty good. Like I said, y'all are basically going to be deciding what I go. I might ask along the way. It's like, hey, what should I go? You know, and I'll let you pick, and I'll work with what I have there. But that's one of the unique things about the main character is he has access to all schools of magic. It's very nice. Aileron, at last, the king is beside himself with worry. He knows I was gone. Of course he knows, squire. You've been gone several days. Where have you been? I was ambushed by goblins. They poisoned me, but Oriana helped me. She couldn't cure the poison, though. Poison? Curse those foul goblins. That woman in the woods helped you out, you say? Not so sure I trust her. How do you know she didn't make things worse? She didn't. Besides, I'm sure I would know if she tried anything. I mean, I was passed out after all. I could tell. If you say so. I'm telling you she helped me. Yes, I believe you. We've been scouring the woods looking for you while you've been visiting crazy old ladies. I guess she's harmless enough. In any case, the king wants you back at the castle right away. So stick to the road and don't dawdle or Abercan will have your hide. Did you hear me? Don't worry about it. Well, I'll stop worrying once you get to the castle in one piece. I'll run ahead and alert everyone in Guernia. Maybe someone can check on that poison for you. Alright. Good, now don't delay. Bye-bye. And there he goes. And just like that, he's off. So now, we're basically out of the forest, and we're just making, like, the last little way back to Guernia. Here, I'll show you the map, actually. It's a little laggy, I know, it sucks. So Guernia is just sitting right there, like, kind of on the edge. The map is iffy. I will grant you that's a little bit iffy. But we're almost there, effectively. We're out of the main part of the forest, and it's just a little way back to get to the save. We're gonna have to fight a few more rats. This is actually more rats than I typically fight. Because, like, a lot of the battles are rolls to see how many things you're actually fighting. Usually, these fights end up being 1 rat apiece. I've had, like, 2 3-rat fights already, which is a little uncharacteristic. Like, normally I'll just get 1s or 2s pretty much the whole way through, but 2 3s is... Well, that's something a little bit special. And they don't really give a lot of XP, but what they do is they actually hurt me. I said do, I know, you don't have to tell me. They do kind of hurt a little bit. The shield helps, but it's like... My man's still kind of bad at doing things, you know? Actually, that's not bad. 2 dodges there. Whap him. Gonna take a drink of water because I'm like, I'm feeling a little like phlegmy. I don't know why. Yo, why did it turn me around? Hello? Ah, whatever. Here. Since I got the open circle now, just popping behind him. Bam. Right there. Hitting in the back is very good on nearly everybody. You like always want to do it if you have the opportunity. He took 2 turns in a row. I don't think I'm catching him. No, my man's gone. He is out. All right. Well, later, my guy. Grab the B-side. Oh yeah, I forgot to say. The other thing I collected up there is rope. It gives 2 thief. You could probably imagine why I got that. It's a surprise tool that'll help us later. But the ring is applicable right now, even if I'm not really, like, casting spells. It's just a good thing to have. Because that's... Basically, if you can stack spell battery on people casting spells, you could turn them into, like, a demigod, because they don't even take damage from the spells anymore. They just sit back and just, you know, just cast to their heart's content, dude. It's great. I'm gonna take a little side path here, because there's a few things on the beach I want to get. Like this. Well, that's actually a good roll. That's a good chest right there. I'm very familiar with the beginning of the game because I've played it so many times, and like the prologue, even as a kid, I would never have any troubles actually getting through. Once we get further into the game, that's where we're gonna have trouble knowing like what to do on certain things or where things are. Can you help me, miss? Also, this is a fun thing. The enemies can't engage you in combat if you're in conversation, so he's gonna sit here and wait politely for me to finish. I don't know, is it a question about the goblins? I just want to know if I'm anywhere near the castle. Gee, I'm not sure. Flee the forest, my lovely young lad. The goblins are out patrolling. Head ye east to the castle's safety. I don't know, it must be miles away. That's another fun thing. And I kind of want to make an effort to do it because the dialogue is so bad for, talking to random townsfolk is almost never profitable. It might be. There is a skill that I can take that makes it so, like, people like me more. But I've never, in all of my playthroughs, have ever taken that skill. But if you talk to people... Generally, they'll have absolutely nothing of any use to tell you. You're not gonna get information from anyone about anything, ever. It's just complete garbage. I don't know if that's to do with the fact that I never take the skill. Lets me get more information from people. Like, only the story characters actually talk to you, but nevertheless, it's hilarious. So I think I don't want to pick up the thing that makes me talk to people better. Because there's nothing quite like being told just like, look for the castle. Do you know where the castle is? I have no idea. It's that level. Oh my god, is that 6 Dude, what? Okay, I guess they can explain this. So there's stocks in this game. Only 4 enemies can be present on the board at a time. 4 enemies and 4 allies, I guess, total. If there's more, they won't come in until I start killing these, right? So if I kill one of these guys after a certain amount of turns has passed, they'll restock onto the battlefield with whatever's in the stocks. And enemies in the stocks can also flee, like, before they even come out as well. So if you're, like, really kicking ass in a fight, a good amount of them may just flee before they ever even come out. So this one's gonna die, and you'll see maybe, like, a turn or two, yeah, see, okay, one already fled. You could see that. One just saw me kill one bat and said, peace. Like, alright, I'ma head out. Like, you know what? I know there's a lot of us, but maybe we shouldn't gang up on this guy with the sword. He's kind of murking us a little bit. It's not going great, but there you go. He got replenished in, and he got sent over in that corner. So that's basically how the stocks work, and that's going to be a common thing you'll see in a lot of these fights. If you aren't building a bard, please hire one to service as the useless team mascot. If you want to see truly useless townsfolk, try talking to Daggerfall townsfolk when their group doesn't like you. Oh yeah, dude. It's okay. You know, since they're fleeing, I'll show you what Troubadour does. So you can perform, right? And it's worded as increase your chance of success in combat. But basically, you just I couldn't even do it. I can't. How do I work this loot? Blah. There we go. Okay. So that happens, and you're not gonna see the after effects. But effectively, when you start performing, you cannot take any actions, and you effectively get locked in place. It literally is the meme of, like, you have, like, 3 people fighting in D&D, and then just, like, way in the background, just the bar just ding, 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 like, literally just sitting back here just playing the lute or something. Like, that is straight up what that is in this game. You do nothing else. I don't even know if it increases your chances in combat. It says it does, but I've never seen a difference. So here, this. Improve your party's chances of success in combat and reducing the enemy's chances of success. What does that mean? What does it... I don't know. I don't know what that actually entails. But you know what? I'm gonna remain blissfully ignorant. I'm gonna assume it does something, but I have no concrete evidence to suggest that it does. And I would hope, you know, if you're taking a character out of combat, that it would do something, but I don't know. And that's why it scares me. Especially because if you're doing it on the main character, who has the capacity to do anything and be anyone, and you choose to be useless, it's just... It's really special. Oh god, it's just, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. We must hire a competent bard to see. They do exist. There is one that comes to mind that's not gonna be till a considerable ways in the game, but you know, we'll see. Also, you ready? You ready for the townsfolk encounter? Did they send you to talk to me? Did they? Well, what are you talking about? Nothing, move along, son. I'm telling you, talking to townsfolk is useless. It's just, nothing happens. Hello, sir. Hello, friend. Fine day, isn't it? What's been going on in the forest? Now, look here, if something's happened, not only do I not know about it, I am also sure it wasn't my fault. I see. It's really good. Nobody helps you with anything. Excuse me, sir. What can I do for you? I was wondering if you would tell me what it's like to stand guard. I rather like it. I see. They just do not give a fuck. Hurricane. Fine day, isn't it? Everyone is, if they're not a story character, they just say, hey, fuck off. Like, get out of my face, you know? They do not care. It is very funny. And here we go. Back at the castle where we belong. This is a great scene. It's a good one. So that right there is the prince. Aileron, you're back. We're just ready to set out again, weren't we, Sir Abercan? Set out. The king is beside himself. The farmers say there are goblins in the forest. Is it true? And monsters. We've heard all kinds of rumors. The king has ordered everything and everyone to go after you. I'll speak to him right away. Aileron, let me speak with you first. Not only has the king ordered a search, he's also asked all travelers on the road to look for you. Despite the warnings of monsters and goblins, farmers have left their fields. Magicians have been asked to consult the stars. Right now, my best knights are out in the wilderness searching, all because you took it in your head to play hero. So you get really chewed out. Wasn't like that. I didn't mean to worry you. You've been gone for days. I'm sorry, Abercan, but I didn't plan on an attack. Attack? When were you attacked? Look, I'm in no mood to explain, alright? It's been a long couple of days. There's a lot of rats. Wait, Prince Sheridan claims you were looking for someone. Far be it from me to argue with a Sheridan. Sheridan, by the way, is the man to the right. That is a man. I know it's kind of hard to tell in some angles, but that is the prince. Oh, we just want to know what happened. The goblins attacked. An ambush. It was in the woods, not that far from here. Kendall is dead. This is true. I must tell the king. Prince Sheridan, run to the trading room. Tell Traherne the boy is safe. Have him call off the search. Oh, we can go ahead and do that. They have 0 farmland and clearly no road. Wow, this dude totally does not look like a trader. I don't know what you're talking about, Tofu. He's a good boy. But Sir Abercan, do as I say. Okay, here I go. Can I go now? This is... Wait till the camera zooms out. Stop right there, Squire, and start explaining. The goblins were too strong for me. Naturally, they attack in groups. How could you hope to fight them all? That's Prince Sheridan, about 3 feet back from me, just, you know. Just, you know, chilling out right there. Also, hi, Tidius. I thought that was somebody else. How you doing? Welcome to the stream, buddy. He's just standing right there. He's supposed to be running inside. He just stopped 2 feet from the conversation. They have patrols. They move at night. Everyone out there in the force is afraid. They're horrible, Abercan. Enough of that. So you found Kendall and then what? You escaped on your own. There was a healer gathering herbs. She stumbled across me. What healer? I've been all through the castle looking for you. I've spoken to everyone. No one's seen you for days. She isn't a castle dweller. She lives in the clearing on the edge of the forest. Her name is Oriana. What's the matter? Nothing. You don't believe any of this, do you? Just finish the story. It's not a story, it's the truth. Oriana dragged me out of the woods and back to her hut. She cast a spell, but she couldn't cure you. No, she said, ordinary herbs were useless. You must go to the throne room. Yeah, I'll be alright. Big zoom out. Huh? Prince Sheridan? What's that? Yeah, just, yes, Sir Abercan. If you please. Training room. Yeah, training room. Yes, of course, right away. It's just gonna go in the training room. Yep, that's where I'm going. He takes like 2 steps. Oh, totally not doing trader stuff. Just tying his shoes, clearly, not a trader. We'll tell the king. We'll find Gachina and speak to her. And we'll ask Bowden what to do next. I'm just gonna whack over here. No training room things happening this way. Just gonna take a little look out onto the water. And now we go into the castle. I'm gonna kind of beeline it for the throne room here, but when I was younger, and even now, honestly, this is the area where you get lost, because there are a bunch of doors leading to a bunch of different places, and you don't tend to think that the throne room is, like, down this way. You go down, and you go in here, and this is the throne room. Well, this is the waiting room for the throne room. This is the throne room. I can't explain how long it took me as a child to find this. It's even with sides, I was a little bit special. Thank goodness you've come back safely. Yes, sir. Aileron,
You're a good and loyal squire, but the world can be dangerous as you have discovered. After consulting with my advisors, I've decided that this poison, however slow it may be, is beyond the skill of Guernia's healers. I know we didn't even try, but listen, we have to get this plot moving one way or the other, so you must journey to Aramon. You will find a Mirari healer there. Their king has long been a friend and ally to this land. I've written a letter to tell him who you are and why you need his aid. Please present this letter to Toxamin using all the rituals and customs which should accompany a representative of our realm. Thank you, sir. The road to Aramon is easily followed, but you should have companions on this trip. Therefore, I have ordered Sir Abercan to be at your disposal. He is the best fighter I know, and you would do well to bring him along, but you must discuss it first.
Yes, the boy and I will talk later. We will decide whether I will go.
However, the goblins have been rising in the forest, and I cannot spare more than 2 companions at this time. You may take your friend Brenna. She is quite resourceful in her own way, and seems to be able to move well in difficult places. And Master Bowden has agreed to let you take his apprentice Rita. She's quite involved these days with her own experiments, but she may be persuaded to seek more exotic herbs and ingredients along the road. I'm sure she will be a great spellcaster one day. Finally, you may choose Godric, our alchemist. He's a bit strange, but he could prove useful, and his knowledge will help you immensely. Everyone else must stay here at the castle, I'm afraid. I need you to discover all I can about the goblins. As with any endeavor, your success will depend on who you choose to bring with you. I will not allow you to leave until you have picked your companions. Think carefully about your group. Talk to them before you make your decision. You may take only 2 with you, so choose wisely. And do not hesitate to seek the advice of your teachers and friends. Be sure to see Traherne, as he will have some equipment for you, I'm sure.
Yes, sir. He's just kind of like dead face. Oh, are you really doing this to me? You're about to do this to me, boy? God damn it, you're gonna make this real hard, ain't you? Apparently there's a point in the game where you can impress someone by using the troubadour skill, but the skill levels don't matter at all. It's completely random. Oh, yeah. I know the part as well. I know the part. Trust me, I do. I'll try not to think about it. Anyways. You are too generous, your majesty. On the contrary, how do I do this? On the contrary, Sir Abercan, I'm quite sorry to see this boy go. Now, there are a few more obligations you should attend to on your way. As you leave Guernia, be sure to pay your respects to Gabriel for the attentions he has shown you over the years, and be sure to visit the farms. Find Kendall's family and tell them what has happened. Use all your sensitivities as you give them this news. I'll be sure to do that, sir. I fear this is as much as I can help you. As you know, I had always hoped that you would finish your training right here and one day be pledged as a knight. It is still, this is a weird voice. It is still my greatest wish to someday see you and Sarah to go forth together under the kingdom banners. Therefore, I have decided that you should you succeed on this quest, you will be made knight. Your Majesty. Make him a knight! Thank you, sir. Now, you are too generous, sir! Too generous by far! That is my privilege, Sir Abercan. Yes, sir. Yes. When Elrond returns, he will receive his sword of office and see his name inscribed on the scroll. This is how I get the character bump. I have to lose my neck when I do the king. This is how you do it right here. Oh God, my neck. It is my fondest wish. And it will be my pleasure to accept the boy, know that this honor awaits, and guide him accordingly. I'll do more than keep it in mind. Very well. Go now, Elrond, my blessed. Heal yourself and return to us. We will be waiting. Thank you, your grace. I will do my best. Indeed, squire. See that you do. Bring that lair to Toxamin, boy. Jesus. Oh, I had to sink my neck into my chest to do a different voice. Okay. My neck can breathe again. That's good. So, first things first, we're gonna talk to Abercan, and then you guys are gonna have decisions to make for me. This is the first part. May I have a word with you?
Yes, sir. This plaque. Yes, sir. It is the nightly roll. It names all knights in Guernia. There are so many, sir. Many must serve, squire. But it's also something more, sir. That is correct. Every town in the kingdom has a list like this. To have your name on the roll is more than an honor. It's an induction into a world both smaller and bigger. It is a smaller world because you become part of a select. It is larger because you also take on the burden of knighthood and all the honor, valor, and truth that entails. I have promised myself to go with you on this trip if you want me, and I have promised the king to make you worthy of this role. So now, I will promise you, mark this list well, take it to heart, and understand that if you ever give me a reason to doubt yourself or your abilities, you will never see your name here. I will see to that personally. I understand. Act well, and I will be your truest sponsor. Thank you, sir. Now you must choose a group, and you might think of a bath as well. Someday, my name will be on this list. Someday. Now, friends, let's talk about your decision to make. So, if you were going along with what the king was saying, we can take some friends with us. For reasons I won't explain yet, one of them is going to be off the table, which is Brenna. But don't worry about that, okay? So, she's off the table. We're going to exclude her for now. So, the choices that you have is we can take Abercan, which is that dude right there. He's a knight. He's tanky. He likes to get in people's faces. He wields the sword, and he's pretty, like, straightforward, cut and dry kind of guy. We can take Rita. She is the, if you remember from the intro story, she wears the purple robe. She's got the weird polygon, terrible looking boobs that stick out of like the shirt. She's basically like the chick mage, like the stereotypical character. She has a staff. She's like a no nonsense, like I just want to do magic sort of thing. She's a little bit sassy. And she is part of the naming school, which means she has the spells that go along with that. And finally, there's the character Godric. He's an alchemist. He's batshit crazy. He has some of the funniest dialogue in the game. In terms of usefulness, it depends. He's part of the elemental school, and he has elemental spells, which can be useful. But in terms of raw combat, it's gonna take a lot to actually get him to be anything other than a punching bag made of tinfoil. But he's hilarious. So, oh my god, hold on. So while you guys are thinking about that choice, I have a thing to do now. A genuine and wholesome candlelit dinner between Henry and Captain Bernard. Halfway through the dinner, Sir Hans interrupts, realizes what's going on after speaking with them for a while, and leaves awkwardly. Eco, you really gonna make me work for this. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna have to okay, let me read this through my head one more time. Okay. So, a candlelit dinner with Henry and Bernard. And Hans interrupts, realizes what's going on, and leaves off. Boy, oh boy, this is gonna be a fun one, alright. I don't have, like, props. Hang on, let me go get props, okay? We gotta make this right, okay? I'm gonna be right, give you, like, 1 minute, alright?
I couldn't be bothered to actually get a proper plate, but I got some stuff. So here we go. This is, I don't even know how I'm going to do this really. All right, so here we go. You know, Captain Bernard, after all the things you taught me, it's really nice to be able to just sit down like this and just finally enjoy ourselves, you know? It's been a long time. We've had to do a lot of investigating, and you're really like just the best teacher I've ever had. Henry, my boy, you've learned well. And enjoy your dinner, because afterwards, we're gonna have to be doing just a little bit more trading, if you catch my drift. Hey, Henry, Bernard, what's going on? It's like, is that scented candles? It's why, Henry? Why aren't you wearing pants? What's that over there? I might have something to do, actually. Oh, God. Oh, God. There we go. There's the little... See, I guess I should have gone to full cam, but it's okay. There you go. Double A, I know. I'm a top tier actor out here, dude. What can I say? Oh boy, oh boy. Anyways, what the hell is saying? Oh yeah, so boys, have you decided who you want in the party? We have Abercan, the straightforward, like gets to the point knight tanky boy. Rita, the no nonsense, like with a staff mage, and Godric, the batshit crazy alchemist with hilarious dialogue. Any opinions yet? Any opinions at all? Okay. I mean, I knew Godric was gonna be on there. Alk and Godric? Abercan, you mean? Tofu? I think Godric is making it regardless, so I'll go walk towards Godric. Yeah, okay, yeah, Abercan and Godric, gotcha. Alright, let's go find Godric. Because I knew Godric was gonna make the list no matter what, basically. That's a given. And the best part is, he's the hardest one to get. Because you have to do some really dumb dialogue garbage to get him, and I always forget how to do it, so this gonna be good. Wait till you see this guy's picture. And actually, fun fact, in my D&D game, I have a crazy gnome dude. His name is Hergy Balbatoon. He makes like magic items and stuff, and the inspiration for him as a character actually came from Godric, and there he is. Look at him. Look at this man. This is the man. This is the guy. Hello, Squire. What can I do for you? Squire? Godric, it's me. I'm looking for some way to heal myself. A potion, perhaps. Of course it's you. Who else would it be? I mean, it's me, Alaron. Don't you remember? So, you know, if you don't already know, you guys have made an excellent choice. Remember what? Remember who I am. Who you are? Don't you know? All I know is I need a potion of healing. A potion? Why didn't you say so? I'm pretty good at lighting things on fire. I can whip you up some tincture of paradise, and I just finished one that makes a puff of purple smoke that smells like tulips. I'll see if I can find my notes for the last one. As you can see, the lab's a bit disorganized today. But, tell you what. Okay, if it explodes... Does a potion have to explode? You want it to work, don't you? Yes, but I don't want to try anything experimental. Who said this was going to be experimental? I've been working on this idea since I was 6. Big Bang, my father used to call it. But he,
Well, let's just say he had his own ideas of alchemy. You should have seen the face there. I told him everything was the same thing.
Listen, Godric.
Hang on, let me finish because it is the same. It's all made up of teeny tiny particles. Everything that exists. Me, you, the king, everything. I call these particles. Are you ready for this? I call them motas.
Maybe you should come back later.
Whatever you say.
I love him so much. He's the best boy. I have to figure out the dialogue that makes him go with me though, so I don't know what to do. I know I'm in a lot of trouble.
Boy, you really are melodramatic. Now pay attention. You're Aileron, the king's favorite squire and Sir Abercan's biggest frustration.
Abercan was born frustrated.
Well, they just want to take care of you. They still feel guilty, you know, about losing your village and that raid, I mean. All those villagers attacked and how horrible it was. Meanwhile, the king and the knights are sitting pretty back in Guernia riding their ponies playing with Sheridan.
What's Sheridan got to do with it?
The prince? Nothing. Everything. I mean, you're both raised in the same castle. You're both squires. You're both pledged to train with Abercan.
He's the prince and I'm an orphan. Don't forget that.
You know, you're the only one who ever brings that up. Nobody else cares that you're an orphan. Nobody. As for the rest of it, you and Sheridan have a lot in common. It's only natural for people to watch and make comparisons.
Well, I don't want to be compared with him, all right?
Look, relax.
Superior Sheridan, Mr. Wonderful. He's got nothing to do with me, understand?
Yeah, got it.
I'll have to come back.
Don't forget!
I said I wouldn't. So, I literally have to just figure out the right dialogue to go with this guy. And it's going to be a real pain in the ass. I'm just going to do a safety save here real quick. Just do that. I'm going to do a save stay as well. And we're going to try to find the right dialogue. Here we go. It's one of these. Let me do this one. Do you know the village I came from?
No one knows it. It was destroyed by goblins 17 years ago. You were the only survivor. The king found you, brought you back to the castle, and turned you over to Gabrion.
There's so many options. There's some kind of rune out there in the forest.
Stay away from there, Aileron. It's a bad place.
Because of the raid?
Why don't you come back later and we'll work on that poison?
The raid happened years ago.
I'll see you later.
Oh my god, this is gonna be terrible to do. This again. Godric, you might know.
What? About what?
About this dream I had.
A dream? You know, boy, when I dream, it's always very vivid. I smell things when I dream. Did you smell anything in this dream?
No, I don't think.
Then there's nothing to worry about, boy.
Okay, if you say so.
Unless, of course, there is. Didn't you want something?
A potion.
What about the potion?
I'll have to come back.
Don't forget!
God, it's my favorite dialogue. One of these is gonna be right. I'll get it eventually. It was this one. This is the only one I didn't do. What was the king like back then?
Phelan, he was, younger. Well, different. He had the queen then.
Oh, you remember her?
But then she had a face even I can't forget. Elegant, beautiful. She was the most gracious woman I've ever seen. A real lady.
I wouldn't know. I've always heard Phelan was forced to marry her, like some kind of treaty or something.
Yeah, right.
There wasn't a treaty? I know she died having Sheridan, and then the alliance fell apart, but before, wasn't there an agreement?
There was the Termina alliance, but the queen wasn't... Look, you're just a kid. What do you know about stuff like this?
Not much, that's why I'm asking.
Why don't you ask the king if you want to know about stuff like this?
What did I say?
Go ask the king, go on.
Alright, that entire thing was incorrect. Son of a bitch. Alright. So this is to leave. I think this is to leave too.
Oh sure, like who?
What do you think of Rita?
Rita, good luck seeing her. I'm not supposed to say anything, but she's working on something big. How big? Very big. The curse of the necromancer.
The what?
And you think you have problems. She's got a friend zapped by the great unnatural one himself. She's working night and day for a solution. I offered to help, but
she turned you down.
Let's just say Rita has to do things her own way, but they're all like that from the Talwalk school. You don't need them. We have everything we need right here in the lab, almost everything. You don't see a smoking flask anywhere out in the hall, did you?
We should come back later. Rita's the necromancer? No. So what happened is, Rita's friend got afflicted by a necromancer, and she's basically been working night and day to try to, like, cure the affliction that they have. Her particular school of magic is called naming magic. A lot of it tends to do with, like, buffs and debuffs, basically. I don't think there's any real, like, attacks in naming. At least not ones that immediately come to mind. Like, a lot of her stuff is just, like, she can do things with stats. I'm gonna get it eventually. Hang on, it's one of these. So I do this, and I do Rita again, right? Was there another thing? There was another thing in Rita. Okay, that was... Okay, so it's like that. So it's the bottom one. Wait, was that this one? And then Bowden? He might kill you, but he'd also bore you to death in the process. There are fundamentals. These are the rules. This is the process. I mean, a nice kid like you, what kind of way is that to go? Oh, I could keep going. Get Sheena. You believe that Mirari stuff? No schools, all magic existing from the dawn of time in one unified and ever-flowing plane? Because she's been studying that path for hundreds of years. Hundreds? Okay, thousands. She's older than some of the scribes around here. But it's always the path, the path, the path. That's all you ever hear about from her. I'm talking about something new, something exciting, something you never tried before. I got the notes right here. Most of them anyway, so what do you say? I have to do some garbage. I think it's like I have to like leave and come back and then talk to him again, maybe? It's really difficult. I found a strategy wiki for this, and the very first line on Godric is nuts. He's great. I love him. Oh, here we go. I'm being sent on a quest. A quest? How interesting. What skills could you bring to my adventuring group, Godric? Skills? Well, I cast a spell at once, but really, what I'm best at there, is, throwing Infernal Flask. Boom! What were we talking about? Oh, yes, sometimes. Master Baldwin gets me to fix things. I can do that fairly well. I don't like to fight much, but if I had to, well, I could throw a knife, or a beanbag, or poke someone or something. Personally, I think things burn nicer than they poke or something. Quest, how interesting. Will you join me in my quest? Go out of the castle and into the fresh air? That might be interesting. Can I bring my bottles and this green stuff here? This one. I'd be better if we left the green stuff behind. Okie dokie! And there we go, he's in the party, boys. I got him. With a head as thick as his improved plate mail, Arturo is the quintessential big dumb fighter. Yeah, there's a lot of different characters in this game. You can go looking if you want, or you can remain blind. That's up to you. I'm familiar with pretty much everybody, and I'll let you know along the way as we go, like, if you want to pick somebody up. So there we go. That's Godric for you. He's a dagger and some basic cloth armor. So now the question is, do you guys want Abracan or do you want Rita? Rita, the naming spellcaster, uses pole arms and she has a couple like debuff spells. And Abracan is like the knight. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Abracan is a lot stronger than like pretty much everybody else in this castle because the man's got a lot of dex and he's built like a tank. But that being said, this is not my choice to make. I saw one vote for Abracan. Does anyone else have any anything else they want to input? Eco, you were talking about Rita. Is that one for Rita from you? Confirm, deny. I can always do a roll for trying to decide. Yeah, Tofu, I know you're Abracan and Godric. That you're the Abracan vote so far. Sipping for Godric, don't worry. Godric is like the best character in the game. In terms of just like... the characters that you pick, there's dialogue along the way. Like, there are times that you'll talk with your party. It's like, imagine like just like an actual RPG. Like, it was doing this before a lot of the other titles were. So, they're not just gonna disappear into my quest, like my menu forever. They're still gonna be around and talking about stuff and doing things. So, if for dialogue, they matter. I want Rita, Aberson. No. You choose. I can make do with anything you guys give me. As long as we have Godric, I'm good with Rita. Okay, so are we doing Rita then? Are we skipping Abercan? I've never actually done that before. That's an interesting one. Do you want to roll for it, Rita? Rita Abercan? Because you both kind of conceded? Or am I just going with Rita? Rita? Rita. All right, Rita it is. Let's go. Mob mentality, Rita. All right. We're grabbing a Rita. Here we go. This is gonna be a fun one for me. Hello, Rita. I can't. No discussions. I'm too busy, and I will continue to be too busy for a long time. Please go away. Listen. I need to talk to you. I'm going to Aramon, and I need a group to travel with. The king told me to ask you. He's right. There are many enchantments on the path right now. Some dangerous and some not. Either way, a good magician would be useful. About the group, I think. I've been thinking about who I want to take along. How would you like to join me? I'd like to, but Neeson's been a friend for a long time. I can't go anywhere until I remove his curse. Why don't you go read a book? Why is she staggering back? Is she drunk? So a lot of the people have like base animations that they do. That's one of her base animations. Is she does this thing where like she like kind of goes back and flicks her hair. That's one of her base animations. That I don't know why it's like that, but that's just kind of how it goes. I really think you should come with me. Look, Alaron, I don't like saying no over and over and over again. What if you can't remove the curse by staying here? What if the answer you need is somewhere else? You mean Aramon, for instance. Would you have the time for a quest then? Now that is interesting, Alaron. Yes, I would. You can expect me after all. And there we go. We have Rita. A thief? Is there a thief option? You'll see, Eco. You'll see. Give it a moment. Also, MC's head is flexible as now. It's great. So, now that we're going out, we have our two companions that we're with. We're gonna make one final stop real quick to the armory because we want to get outfitted before we leave. So we're just gonna pop on up over here. And it's in like this little corner right here, all the way in the back. You would really not think this is the armory. And like I said, when I was younger, trying to find things in this castle was damn near impossible. But I know the ways now. After much trial and error and pain in my younger days, I know the way. This is Traherne right here. Whoo, boy, here's trouble. How are you, Traherne? Did you know the king was asking for you? Yes, I did. I just saw him. Good. Well, enough then. Wait till you hear where I've been. Lad, I have heard up and down the forest, isn't it? Playing patty cakes with the goblins? They're on patrols of the forest all around here. That's so. Well, I guess they were due for a comeback. Used to live in the mountains northwest of these fine ramparts. They have for generations harassed humans and Mirari alike. Once the old king, Ramsay that is, roosted them out for good, that being the Battle of the Lonely Mountain. That was in the dark season of 895, that being where our present King Phelan, that is, came of age. You don't know that story, do you? I'd like to hear it. Oh, it was glorious. Phelan defeated the hobgoblin Gritical in a one-on-one combat. That kept them quiet for a while. So what brought them back? Who knows why goblins do anything, lad? Every 20 years or so, they're in your face with that stinking breath. I don't have to tell you, Phelan beat them again and again after the raid on your naming ceremony. You mean the attack on my village? I warned Phelan then that something was up. Maybe it was, but I had nothing to do with it. You see, nobody ever listens to me. You think the attack was because of me? Forget it, Alron. It was years ago. And talking about it shouldn't do any harm. Later, run along now like a good little boy. I'm very busy with all these old weapons. That reminds me, have you seen an old sword anywhere around the castle? Sorry. Guess I better keep looking then. Thank you, Squire. Now I'm sure I can find something suitable for your party members, pardon the pun. Godric is, well, let's just say I don't know him that well. I know he carries some potions. He might take this dagger as well. I'm sure Godric will be happy with that. So hilarious, he already has a dagger, so that's useless. Now then for Rita, I've chosen a staff. She already has a staff. This is just a weird part of the game where they give you the same stuff. But it's good because we can sell it later. I believe she has some training in that staff, sir. Yes, she does. And Gachina has also included some of the potions of healing. Be sure to use them wisely. I hope you'll thank her for me. Naturally. Now on your way and good luck. And there we go. Got our stuff and now we can head off.
Ironically, this is fitting considering castles back in the day were meant to be mazes for invaders. Yeah, actually that checks out, that's true. Looks like you had 4 slots though. Can you not have yourself and 3 companions? You can, Eco, just give it a second. We're only allowed to take 2 people from the castle. But we will pick somebody up before we actually get started. But now we have to head out of the castle. Like, we gotta be on our way. Pretty much all we have to do here. There is some things in the castle we can go for, like Trahern was mentioning his sword. I've forgotten how to do that, so I just don't anymore. And it's like, it's not really super important anyways. But it's time to hit the old dusted trail. And what's that? There's another person out here. Aileron! Brenna, what are you doing here? Did I forget something? Aileron, please, don't leave me behind. Take me with you. It's too dangerous. You're a good thief, but if you think I'm good, then you should take me along. Look, I brought this axe. Don't look at me that way. You know Trahern meant to give it to you. I hope you thanked them for me. And this armor, on your next encounter with the goblins, I'd like you to be a little better dressed. Alright, give it to me. You see how resourceful I am, Aileron? You'll find this quest much easier with me in the group. You're impossible to argue with, Brenna. I give up. Welcome to the group. And that's 4. So yeah, the reason why you don't pick up Brenna is because if you don't pick her, she goes with you anyways, which cannot be said about the rest of the characters. So that's one of the instances where you can completely F yourself over if you pick Brenna. And you would never know that the first time going through the game. You would think, oh, she's a thief. I should take the thief. And then you go with 3 party members. That was also a fun time. Actually, I'll mention it later. Take a long look. We were only there for all of like 10 minutes. Aramon isn't far, but we may not see Gwernia again for a long time. I hope you won't mind if we stop for herbs. Not at all. There might be something to help to end that curse. Wonder if we'll meet any travelers along the way. I think we will. Anything can happen on an adventure. That's, what is that? A saying? Certainty, that's what it is. Whatever happens, I'll miss the castle. But I think we're ready. So, on to Aramon. I can't. The resolution is too poor to see the castle fully. What do you mean, dude? It's like, it's a little bit foggy, but it's there, you know, it's sticking around. So, one thing is, I'm gonna have to heal before I go, but, actually, I'm gonna just pot up right now. Basically, this game has an interesting mechanic where I have to be very careful in combat. Because if the main character dies, the game is over. If a party member dies, they're dead forever. So, it's imperative to be very careful about everything that I do in combat. I will have safety saves, because you can make it so you completely wreck yourself, and you cannot beat the game unless you do like a lot of grinding. Like, if you lose all your party members, you can be playing solo. That is a real thing that can happen. So, this is one of those games where they do not mess around with the difficulty. You gotta be on it. Like, if you're going, you gotta be on it, you know? Let's do a quick outfitting here. I'll grab the battle axe as well. So, I have to take care to make sure that nobody actually dies in combat. And typically, Abrakan would be the tank. But I've never actually gone without Abrakan before because Godric is rather squishy, but the benefit to him is he's got Alchemist, which is good for potions. He's got Dragon Flames, which is an actual elemental spell at his disposal. This is Rita. She's wizard stuff. She has Endurance, which is just, you know, you take more damage. Versus Necromancy, which increases resistance against Necromancy spells. Weakness, which reduces Endurance. And Sense Aura, which I never really use and I'm not entirely sure how it works. But I will say this one thing, too. Give Protag the bonk stick. I gave him an axe, which is I think the best weapon we have right now. Looks like you'll be the tank then. Agility tank. Oh boy. That was the next question I was going to ask, but I'll get to that in a moment. One interesting thing that I want to mention before we fully dive in. One thing about spells is if an enemy reduces yours or you reduce an enemy's, any of their base stats right here, if any of these drop to 0,
you're out of the fight. Like, if stamina drops to 0, for example, that's your health, you're dead. That's one thing. But, like, let's say they cast a spell that, like, decreases endurance by, like, 20 points. And Rita has 16, she's out of the fight. She's not dead, but she never takes turns for the rest of that fight. So there's a lot of things you can do like that can incapacitate people without killing them, and it will end the fight still. There are also spells that specifically do that, just like freeze you in place, for example. You're out of the fight, unless you can get rid of it. And so now for the pro tag, let's talk about this. Oh dear God, it's like D&D fighting shadows. Yeah, it's kind of scary. The pro tag, as I said before, he can do anything, all right? So you don't have to make a decision yet, because we still have to upgrade a lot of decks and we have other things to do. I'm just rolling with what I have for right now because this is the optimal thing to do. But I want you guys to all think about this because you're making this decision as well. What do you want our protagonist to be? He can be a spellcaster. We can get a bunch of different spells for him. And we can get like offensive spells. We can get these debuffs. He can do anything. Like, he's the most versatile spellcaster in the game. We can have him be a hand-to-hand warrior tank kind of guy, where we want to just outfit him in big armor, put a big shield on him, give him a lot of dex, and he just sits in front of people and fights them. We could have him be an archer, which is pretty self-explanatory, you know? He just sits back, bow and arrow, boom, boom, just shoots some people. Or we could have him do thrown weapons, which is kind of like Archer, except it's like the same premise as Archer, it's just like a little bit different. So think about what you want to be. Once you think of the archetype and we agree on that, we can talk about weapons. But think just like basically mage, warrior, ranged. That's like the 3 basic things to choose from, and we'll go from there. King of Bonk and Necromancy brings back zombies with cracked skulls. Brings back decapitated zombies. So you don't have to make a decision yet, like I said. We still have quite a bit to do, and I'm just going to be upgrading decks in the meantime before we do anything. But think about those archetypes and what you think you want this guy to be. Because currently in the party, well, a party, honestly, is kind of versatile, too. Like, they might not have the skills yet, but Godric, for example, can learn how to throw things. Rita can equip a shield and probably some other weapons. Brenna is kind of niche. Brenna is basically, she can only really do thief things. She can't put on a shield. I don't even think she has access to other weapons besides swords. But Godric and Rita are a little bit more flexible in what they can do. So, you guys are going to be deciding the builds for everybody. And I'm just going to be working with what you give me here. So, think about kind of what you want people to do. I'll get into more specifically what the party members can do. But, pro tag first, just give it some thought. Moment of your time. What can I do for you, sir? Glad to be of service. Is there anything you can tell me about the village? You've traveled south of the castle, sir. You're on the right track there. God damn it. God damn it. I love these NPCs. They're just all completely useless. None of them have any good information to tell you ever, which is why we're going to talk to all of them. Also, a little secret there. A couple secret pots just sitting in the corner. But don't you tell nobody I know about that, okay? That's our little secret. That's between you and I here, okay? And pop over to this building. I'm basically just going through before we leave the village. We want to collect everything that we possibly can. I don't think a lot of these houses actually have things. There's that one secret. There was the little area there. I believe there are shops. There's like 2 or 3 shops, which we'll go check out in a moment. And then I think we hit the road, Jack. Okay. So this is the... I gotta talk to her. Hold on. Before I get into anything. Hello, my fair lady. Hello, ma'am. Can I ask you a question? Good day. Is there anything you can tell me about the village? There's a new fence being built over there somewhere. Thank you. God fucking damn it. God damn it. I hate it and I love it. Okay. In the inn. Hello, my good sir. Well, what brings castle folk to my inn? Are you hungry, thirsty, weary from the road? If so, you've come to the right place. Would you like a meal and a room?
You look troubled. Trouble in this establishment? Ridiculous. Nothing can be further from the truth. Why, you won't find a better resting place in this kingdom, not even at the castle itself. Now, whoever's been spreading this silly gossip about my cellar is, well, obviously just a no-good tongue wagger eager to mislead strangers. I've got nothing to hide here. What's wrong in the cellar? It's nothing, a trifle. You have no need to be afraid or to find another inn. Those bats never come upstairs. Never interferes with the guests, at least not very much. So, suppose I get rid of them for you. Would you? Oh, jeez. They've frightened half of my customers away. You see, the cellar adjoins the caves just beyond there. There must be a hole in one of the walls. A small hole, but large enough for those treacherous bats to slip through. I can't prevent it, certainly not without going into the caves myself. I am certainly not going into the caves myself. Certainly not. Don't worry, sir. I'll be glad to help. You do, and I'll make it worth your while. Cedric's not one to overlook kindness, stranger. Then I better start right away. The bats keep coming back, though, almost as if someone had trained them. Just the big face right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little save before we get into this. I don't know how combat is gonna go from this point on. I'm a little worried. This is not gonna be difficult, but some of the stuff later on, it's gonna be interesting. Oh my god, it's just a 1. And also, they're immediately going for Brenna, because everyone, you're gonna learn very quickly, everyone wants a piece of Brenna. But in this case, maybe if all my party is squishy, maybe they won't just all focus Brenna. Maybe I'll get lucky, we'll see. That's gonna be like no XP either. So here we go, the good old cellar. Big crack in the wall. You'd think you might want to like just patch it up with a little bit of something something. And on the other side, it's a gobbo! Gobbo, what are you doing here? Oh, he's hitting me in the back too. Ow, jeez, that does a lot of damage. All right, Gobbo, you're gonna get it. Get him, Godric. There he goes. Get him, Brenna. Bah, bah. Now, Brenna, you might notice, does a lot of damage. Brenna is a thief. Thief is a really broken ability. It allows you to pick locks, which, I mean, that goes without saying. But it improves your chances to hit and increases damage when you attack from behind. It also allows you to climb certain walls, which is kind of a weird one, but ignore that for a second. This is like, aside from the fact that you don't get turns, this is better than Dex. Like, even when everybody else is missing, just put Brenna in the back and she will just glack some guy. The problem is, if the guy turns around and hits Brenna, they'll glack her right back. So she's a super glass cannon. You have to be really careful with how you play her, because everyone wants a piece of Brenna. Throw that on. Scale armor. I'll throw that on. Jeez, I don't even know. I guess Rita's gonna be my other frontline fighter here. This is gonna be a little bit interesting. Those stealth potions. And yeah, so you know, just under this guy's in the town somehow, in this cave, there was a goblin raising bats to raid this man's cellar. A little cruel, if you ask me. She gets sneak attack beautifully. It's literally sneak attack. It's sneak attack if you had advantage on your sneak attacks. That's what Thief is in this game. It's insanely good. Like I said, better than Dex for actually being able to hit things. Hell, better than upgrading like the actual weapon skill to be able to hit things. It's a really insane skill, and it's like the most expensive skill in the game. Actually, no, it's actually about as much as it's considered an archetype, like warrior or wizard. Thief is like an archetype that like goes like feeds into that just the same way, you know. Back already? How did it all go? Your troubles are over, Cedric. Splendid, that's wonderful. There was a reward, you know, 100 gold. Oh, we don't need. Say no more. You'll accept the reward happily. After all, I got a 10% commission of your own gold. Well, in that case, thank you. We like a room too. By all means, Squire. And there we go. We helped our boy Cedric out. So now his inn is cured of late. You need to like take a couple steps back from me, please. Like right in my face. And so, with a little bit of extra gold and items, we're gonna check the stores, which are just up here. My throat's like, ugh! My throat's terrible today, I don't know what's going on.
Maybe it was when I retracted my neck into my body. Oh, ooh, that was weird. Is this a store? No, this is an empty house. Well, shoot. One of these, I swear one of these is a store. Hello, give me information. Can I ask you a question? Hello. Is there anything you can tell me about the village? The facts are obvious. It's a small town and easy to understand. You think I was kidding. Every single NPC is not important. Moment of your time. Hello to you too. Is there anything you can tell me about the village? I live here. Thank you. God fucking damn it. Oh god, it's gonna kill me. This dialogue is gonna kill me. Oh, it's so stupid, but I love it. I think it's just that big thing. I think that's the only... Wait. Oh, this actually is one. I think this is actually one. This is a business somehow. I'm an orphan myself. How can I help you? Us orphans, you know, we have to stick together. So this is where diplomat's the skill. People like you more and be more friendly and give you useful information. This is another thing that I don't know if it's true or not. But what I wanted to do is, we don't need alchemist because my other boy is alchemist. There's War Master, which is... I mean, I don't really think it's that useful. Mechanic is what Brenna has. Merchant is the one we're gonna really go for. Rangers, I guess, I could get like 1 point in a Ranger. I guess that would be bad. So actually, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna get... No, I'm gonna grab 2 points in Merchant right now, because that's just gonna be good forever. And... I have access to everything except for Pole. I'll grab Pole just so it's there, just so we have the options when the time comes. I don't need to grab Thief, and I can't afford a Ranger. And this is where you can see like what people can do. Like for example, Godric, XP cost 0, gold cost 0. He cannot learn to use a shield ever. He can learn Throw. He doesn't have the XP for it, but he can learn. He has Throw. Sword. He can learn to use a polearm. He can't do bows. Can't do axes. But you can get Warrior on him for some reason still, which is kind of funny. Rita, on the other hand, can learn to use a shield. Can't do Throne, though. She already has Sword. She already has Pole. She can't learn to use a bow. She can learn to use an axe? I actually didn't even know that. Wow, interesting. And Brenna can't use an axe. Can't use a bow either. But she can use a polearm. She can do Throne. She has that, but she can't do a shield. So, like, certain characters are locked behind things, like, that kind of fit, like, whatever archetype they're going for. But your main character can do anything. Are they as broken as polearms in KCD, though? No. Actually, the polearms in this game are kind of like whatever, if I remember correctly. Like, they're okay. I think pretty much every other, like, physical weapon type is better. I can't think of a polearm off the top of my head that's, like, insane. But I can think of some other things that are pretty good. I forgot to look at that guy's, like, actual items. I was just looking at skills. I'm looking at skills again. Yeah, they just have a little bit of everything. Okay. Look at your items. He's got some actual bows. Or not bows, weapons. Sorry. Okay. That's gonna be a thing then. Alright. I have 294 gold. Okay, we might be making decisions sooner rather than later then on what we want our people to do, because I can actually pick up some things that along the way. Because getting to Aramon is going to be a little bit of a hassle. I'm going to go check what the other store has real quick before we come back in here. And then we can make our decision on what we want our people to do. So let me just check this one more time. Hello, sir? No, he just has the basic stuff. Okay. Isn't super important. Gemstones, herbs, and spices, they're used for a multitude of things. The most common one, though, is a lot of spells have components to them. So, like this, every time I cast Strength, it's going to cost me an herb, and I can have up to 99 total. So, that sort of thing is, like, that's mostly what they're used for, but I could also, like, if I wanted to, Godric has Alchemy, so I can go under here, click Alchemy, and, like, make whatever potion I want to make. So, like, I'd, like, hover Healing Potion, and it's like, oh, this requires 3 herbs, an alchemist skill of 1, and then you have a chance of making it. I'm not gonna really do potions right now until I need to, but that, you know, that's a thing there. And there's nothing else here. Okay, so can main character train stealth? Dude, he can train everything. Main character can do absolutely everything. And that's what I'm gonna ask y'all now. What do you want our people to go? We have to figure it out for main character, for Godric, Rita, Brenna. Brenna can learn, as we saw, axes and swords. That's about it. Because her strength is really low, she's kind of limited in what she can do, but that's what she has. Rita can learn swords, polearms. She has access to shields, even. But no ranged weapons, I don't think. Godric can know throwing weapons and daggers, I think it was. And main character can do everything. So, does anyone have any ideas what any of these people want to be? Like, this is a polearm, for example. So, for my polearm people, this would be a good thing to pick up. And don't get scared. The way that you read this is minimum strength is just the strength requirement. Base hit is your chance to hit. I don't think it's percentage based. It's just like a flat number and it gets like thrown into the roll. But that's your chance to hit, and the damage varies from like 1 to 6. Like, it doesn't really go, like, the damage uses really small numbers, but that's kind of how it goes. So, like, for example, this is 50 base hit, 3 damage, as opposed to her staff right now, which is 45 base hit, meaning it's less accurate, and 2, meaning it's less damage. What magic can they learn? So, Godric and Brenna can learn elemental spells. We don't have access to any spells yet, really, because none of these traders have it. But they can both do elemental spells. And Rita has naming spells, which is a lot of debuffs and things of that nature. Which one has the best damage? MC needs big numbers. If you're looking for flat damage, you're probably looking for sword or axe. Those are going to be hitting the absolute hardest out here. He currently has a battle axe on, which has a really good base hit and 3 damage. And later on, like, you can actually get a pretty good axe pretty quickly, but it requires, like, a ton of strength to use. But hafted, which is, like, you know, maces, axes, that sort of thing, that tends to be pretty good damage. Swords, there's a lot of versatility in swords, because there's a lot of magical swords that I can think of that have, like, really high base hits, really high damage. A lot of times they have other effects associated with it, you know? Get Tancho for Godric, make him both crazy and an elderly weeb. Who we making heal bitch? There is no real heal. Like, there's no healing spells. There's no, like, actual cleric. When you're in combat and you get hurt, you're chugging pots. That's the only way to really do it. There's no actual heal spells to speak of. The closest that we have is, like, healer, which is something that can be done in combat, but it's not very good. Like, lay on hands, you heal somebody, but you take some damage. You can also heal with herbs, which heals people, but it's like, it's kind of whatever. But this is kind of different in that sense, where there's no actual, like, dedicated healing person. That doesn't really exist in this. But Tonto, so that is 70 base hit. That's actually really good. That is a really ridiculous base hit. Yeah, it's actually all right for Godric. That's a little bit of. Hang on, let me sell some stuff first before I start buying all this stuff. We can get rid of the beast hide. We can get rid of the small shields, the leather armor. We got some extra stuff. We got a staff. Yeet that out. Short sword. I'm actually gonna hold on a short sword. Wait. No, saber's just a better short sword. I'm gonna hold on to the saber. Get rid of the daggers. Get rid of the club. We don't need the stealth pots, so I'm gonna toss that. And we have 3,100 gold. So we can effectively buy it. Any of the weapons you see here are on the table. So I see Tonto for Godric from you, Eco, so I'll grab that for him. He can use that right away. That's just right there. Mace damage. The mace is 55 base hit, 3 damage. Comparatively to our weapon, that is it has just less base hit, but the same damage. That's the only real difference. It also requires more strength. But they're effectively, like, mine is the better version of that already that I have. Anything else? Mace in honor of Henry. I could still go Mace if you want. 16 strength. I think I need to put 1 in his strength, and I can totally do it. But your wish is my command, Red. We'll grab a Mace for him. We still have Brenna and Rita. Brenna has like 8 strength currently. If I boof her up to 10, she can have a saber. If you want to go in that way, she can only really use swords. And well, I guess she can use hafted technically. I've never done it. Who can use bows? I think it's just Protag actually. Let me see. Missile. Just Protag with our current party. He is the only one capable of using bows at the moment. I still have the realization that Henry is so strength focused that her sword was holding us back. I know, it was like, we literally, the answer to getting better was just to put a big piece of metal on the end of a sword, basically. That's how you get work done, you know? But yeah, if we're looking for Missile, the only person that can do it is Protag, and I think we're having him be the dedicated tank currently. So bows are kind of off the table at the moment. The closest range weapon we can get is we can have Godric do throwing. But he's going to be using the Tonto already. And I don't think I can equip the Mace. Yeah, and I'm 1 strength down, so the Mace is going to be there until I have the strength to actually put it on. So I could grab a Javelin for Rita, if you guys want to do that. She's not going to be able to equip it yet, per se. Or not the Javelin, sorry, the Spear. Because I'm pretty sure the Javelin's the throwing weapon. Yeah, no, yeah, it's Spear. I saw a Spear in here. We can throw this on Rita, if she's doing Polearm, because that's just basically the next upgrade for her. And, I think that'll be pretty much good, unless you guys want a specific thing for Brenna as well. Like, there's throwing knives. That's another thrown weapon. Give the one you were surprised, can use hafted, give Brenna a hafted weapon. You're really doing this to me. Okay. What's the lowest strength hafted weapon? I don't think there is one. Okay. Well, we'll have Brenna go hafted eventually. She'll get the battle axe she gave us, I suppose. God damn it. Okay. I think for right now we're good. I'm gonna hold on to the rest of the money. For right now, I think we're okay. Oh my, I cannot fucking believe that she can use axes. What kind of thief can use battle axes? This is the one where you break conventions. It really is. This is gonna be an absolute nightmare out here, dude. It's gonna be great. Okay, so we're ready to head off now at this point. I'm gonna try to... Actually, you know what I have to do? I'm gonna go do like 1 or 2 fights. I'm gonna come back because I want to give Rita the ability to use a shield. And I want to give Brenna the ability to use an axe. And then we can fully take off and go from there. We already didn't take the warrior. Yeah, that's true. Like, Abercad is one of the people I'd consider essential for the run. I'll do my best, though. I think it's still possible. Oh, this is another fun thing to keep track of that I didn't explain before. So, on the top left, right, under the characters' portraits, you see a symbol of, like, what looks to be, like, a sun and another thing. So, like, ooh, Godric is not a sun. That basically refers to their, like, I guess, affinity. I don't know what to call it. And what, like, the types of spells they can cast. I don't know why this is a skull. Skull is usually necromancy. Birdman can learn everything. That means, though, Alaron is good at fighting in the daytime. Godric is a night owl, and the other two are both day as well. So, like, that's their time when they're better at fighting, which is really great, because that makes Godric even more of a meme, because pretty much every character in the castle is daytime, like, optimally for their fighting, Except for the guy that has, like, the absolute insane dialogue. No, he's the guy. He's the guy where it's like, no. He wants to fight at night. Averse to everybody else. He doesn't care, dude. It's fantastic. This is like the, oh god, this is gonna be a meme run, isn't it? You guys have thrown me into an absolute meme run. This is gonna be fun. Here we go. Alright, come on over, Bats. Look at that dude. He's got the new sword. Let's go get him, Godric. God damn it. Oh, this is gonna be something to behold right here. This is gonna be something to behold. If we wanted to, if we need ranged, we could make Godric throwing weapons, which is honestly, I think, a thing that a lot of people do to Godric, because they're like, I don't want this absolute insane person running into a crowd of people with a sword. So they just like, here, just like take like tomahawks or something and go yeet them at people. So that's another weird thing that's going on. Godric, normally, I don't usually see him go melee. So this is interesting. Go get him, Godric. Bah! Oh my god, what is this? What is this run gonna be? This is gonna be something real special, dude. There we go. No escapes, dude. No survivors out here. These bats ain't running from me. Get him! Get him, Rita! Big staff attack. I know this is looking great for us now, but I want to tell you, bats are the easiest enemy in the game by a metric mile. So, this fight is not going to dictate how fights go. This is very much an easy fight. They're both just going to run. Yeah, I'm gonna spam out of this then. Oh boy, dude. I can't wait. I can't wait for this very unconventional run. Yeah, I can't do anything for a good long while for like anybody. But I just want to get like enough XP so that we can go back, learn the basic skills that we need, and go into whatever we want effectively. So we're gonna take this path up here. There's like one more fight up here we can do, and then we're gonna head back, grab the skills, and then go for real. Is there, I don't remember if there's, is there a chest in this corner? Oh yeah, this also happens. We're just running by and boys sitting here like, well, I saw a guy. I'm just gonna have to go report that. To this report. Exclamation, exclamation, space, exclamation. It's like Morse code out here, like, da, 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 da. Your sergeant, he has found our camp. Da, 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 da. The mistress will not be pleased. Must be more careful with this boy. More careful indeed. Soon he will be hers. So, you know, nothing ominous going on there. I wouldn't worry about it, you know. I don't think, no, there's nothing in this corner. Unlucky, okay. I always think that there is. Because, like, it's like, why would that corner be there if they don't put anything there? But no, there's never anything there. And so this is where I'm going to show you my traditional method of save scumming. Because one of the skills that Brenna has is called Mechanic. It's pretty useful. It allows her to detect and disarm traps and to make things out of like hide and like whatever you get from animals. The problem being, no matter what your mechanic is, it's still basically just a roll. You can just kind of influence how like likely you are to do the thing. So that time it worked. Okay. A lot of times that will just explode. And this is a really good weapon right here. Chaos Sword. Terrible, terrible base hit. But 5 damage and has poison on it. Granted, it requires 25 strength to use, but that kind of sword is insane on... Oops, no. That kind of sword is insane on Brenna, because if you're a thief, you don't need a lot of base hit. You just need to be behind them, and you hit. Like, hell, you don't even need to be behind them. Just take thief. You're gonna hit something, you know? So that's like a really good sword for her to use, but she can't use it forever because it's strength 25, and that takes a while to get to, because you're generally doing dex first and then strength. But she's going hafted, so I don't know what we're gonna do with that sword. No, that's Godric's new sword. Shit, dude, you're right. How old is this game? Good question. Let me do a quick Google search. How old is this game? Let's find out, boys. Aiden. I'm gonna say 99 is what I'm gonna say. That's my guess. Aiden Chronicles the First Mage. Released in 2001. Okay, I was 2 years off. 2001 is when it came out. There you go. So, you know, it's got a little bit of age to it, dude. It aged like fine milk sitting in a desert, you know? Like, it's done really well for itself. I'm gonna move her to the side a little bit. All right, well, you hear that, Godric? You're gonna be getting that Chaos Sword in a minute, boyo. Oh, God, I've never in my entire life run a sword user that can't use a shield. This... Oh my lord! I'm gonna have to do a lot of reloads. My man Godric is gonna die out here. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be long for this world. Oh, come on, Godric, you gotta get those hits, buddy. Oh no, they're going for him. No, dodge, Godric. Dodge like your life depends on it. Meanwhile, Brenda's just gonna nuke this rat. That wasn't actually that good. Normally she hits for like a lot more. Just gonna creep around here. There we go. Okay, that explains the nostalgia graphics. Yeah, no, this is an N64 game that I've altered slightly to make it run a lot better. Unfortunately, despite the fact that I can make it run better, I can't do anything about the graphics. This is what you see is what you get, you know. This is a very unknown game from a time long past. How 20 years old. God, I'm like ancient, dude. I feel the age coming on. Oh man, I have to go get my walking cane in a second. Old man sci-fi playing the gems out here. And then this is fun because on this particular battle map, they like to spawn on the other side, so... After you kill, like, the first stock of people, you gotta go for a little bit of a run out here. And, man, oh man, is it a little bit of a run out here, dude. Boys, please. Let me over. Let me in. Oh, another thing, too. I don't know if I mentioned this. Dexterity, aside from being good for everything, this circle that you see here becomes bigger with dexterity. So not only do you get more turns, better hit chance, and better evasion, you also just move further each turn as well. So it's really good for chasing people down. It really is just the stat that does everything and that you want on absolutely everybody. It's so good. I'm gonna stop her right there because I don't want her to get just ganged up on by rats. But I will do one cool thing too that I know everyone will appreciate. I'm gonna, just for a moment here, I'm gonna give you a glimpse of... Wait, do I not have the... That requires a gemstone. I don't have it, dang it. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I'm gonna give you a glimpse of Godric's true power, but I literally don't even have the component to make him cast his spell. So, I guess you're gonna have to wait on that whole true power thing, because I physically cannot do it at the moment. Oh, Ripperino, dude. It's a good spell, though. Dragon Flames is an insane spell. It's just, especially early on, getting gemstones is kind of, it's kind of rough. And even if I wanted to buy them, they cost quite a bit of money. So, I might as well just wait. We're going completely physical for a while. We're basically just a bunch of goons that left the castle that are just beating things up with our very rudimentary weapons, you know, like, we have a dagger, we have a literal stick, we have the weeb alchemist, and we have me sitting in the back with, like, no dexterity. Like, look how far ahead everyone is from me. I haven't even been able to make it up there yet. Godric will be the spell sword, max strength, int, and dex. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely do that on him. So, I have a question. So, because we're going hafted on Brenna, are we still going hafted on MC? Or do we want to go something else on him? Because remember, MC can do anything. We can't go double. We can go double hafted. I'm not opposed to it. I'm just saying. For right now, we don't really have a choice anyways. He's hafted right now, no matter what. But like, we can make him into anything. So, do we want to have 2 hafted people, or do we want to have him be diversified a little bit? I got Spell Sword Godric though. Oh god. The thing is, when I think about it, it could actually work. Because technically, he doesn't need a shield. If I make, like, if I have a protective spell that's good enough. Like, if I have Air Shield upgraded, so that, like, it gives, like, 6 protection or whatever, you don't really need a shield with that. Like, you're gonna be doing just fine already. Okay. That's all I did. We're gonna go back real quick to Guernia. We're gonna get our skills, and then we're gonna go out for real this time. Eldritch Knight? Yeah, no, definitely. God, Godric the Eldritch Knight, dude. The Legends Foretold. It's like a weird multi-class. It's like a couple levels Artificer, and then the rest just in a fighter going Eldritch Knight. Oh god, dude. Honestly, he could become terrifying. If we get the right things on him, he could become absolutely terrifying. Maybe I give him Air Shield, actually. Air Shield's elemental, isn't it? No, it totally is elemental. Wait, so I can give Godric Air Shield in addition to his spell, and then he's literally a spell, so he doesn't need his shield. What are you guys doing to me, dude? You guys are gonna break my brain on this. This is what I mean, though. This is like, what kind of N64 game has like replayability like this? You could do so much. Like, that's a build even I didn't know about, and I have played this extensively. But that's something I literally have never thought about doing. Oh my god, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so pro tag. I don't think I need to pick up Thief on pro tag. That's gonna just be Brenna pretty much forever. And I have all the other weapons. Okay. So Godric cannot learn shield. Out of the question, don't need it. It holds us back, dude. And you can learn pull, but that's not necessary. Okay, so if Godric is being a spell sword, we need to give him warrior. That goes without question. There's warrior. So now, our boy is going to have better defenses in combat. He's just going to do better overall. Because that's what you need if you're doing this. Hell, I could even give him Thief as well. Which is just for the hit chance. I don't necessarily even need to upgrade it, per se. Warrior and Thief, actually. It's all coming together. Warrior and Thief actually might work. I'm gonna give him 1 level in Thief, because we have the XP for it. And we're just gonna have him... This man has, like, every class in the game on his board right now. He has Thief, Warrior, Wizard. He's got everything. Oh my lord, I'm not gonna think about it. Alright, so you... We're grabbing shield for you because you need that. We're just gonna chuck a shield on her, honestly. She's got sword, she's got pole. Can't learn missile. She can also learn hafted, hilariously. Wait a minute. Oh no, it wasn't Brenna that could do hafted. It was Rita. Oh shoot. Okay, so she's doing hafted. What the fuck? What in the world is going on? We're gonna give her warrior. Shit, we're gonna give her Thief too. I mean, like, the fuck am I even doing out here? No, we have to give her hafted first. Okay, no, give her hafted. Oh my lord, I have not seen this game in ages. Wait, you actually played this, Ryan? I'm not the only one in the world that's played this game. No way, dog. Oh, that's incredible. Bonk Patrol. Well, hey, Ryan, welcome, dude. Welcome to Aiden Chronicles. I love this game, dude. I love it so much. It's so fun. Okay. She's got hafted now. This is gonna be just an absolute meme run. This is gonna be terrible. I want to get Thief on her too. Oh, dude, I'm like 70 XP off. Okay. We need to come back again. She's 70 XP off. She needs to get Thief too. We're gonna meme this so hard, and I can't be stopped anymore. It's too late. So yeah, she can only do Sword and Throne. Oh, she can do Pole too. Nah, we'll just leave her on Sword, I guess. Well, actually, you know what? No, she's... Do y'all want Brenna to be Throne? This is a bad idea. This shouldn't happen. We could do it. I'll get Pole for her right now. It's a classic early N64 game that had 0 budget. They did the best with what they had, you know. We will be the most muscle-bound band of mages ever seen. That's really what this is turning into. Oh my god. We can get her a warrior. Oh my god. We can get her a warrior and a wizard. Oh. Am I just gonna put every class on everybody now? Is that where I'm at in my life? This is the most versatile group of idiots I've ever seen. We're gonna, oh my god. We're gonna put warrior on her first. No, we need 70. We need to come back. We need to come back. We don't have enough. I'm gonna put Thief on him too. You know what? We all have Thief, Warrior, Wizard. The entire party has all 3 classes basically on their skills. This is so dumb. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Oh my god. What is happening? Alright, we're gonna go get 70 XP. And we're gonna come back. And we're gonna literally get everything on everybody before we set off. And this is so absolutely dumb and not gonna work. And I can't wait. Oh god, what have I done? What have I done, dude? Oh no! Oh, this is gonna be so bad. This is gonna be so bad. So her pick makes her hood look like a stupid big witch hat. Well, fun fact actually, because this never really brought up. I know it does look like a hat. The hood is like that because she's literally missing her right eye. She does not have a right eye. And I don't know what to attribute it to exactly, but we'll talk about that more if that part ever comes up. It just makes sense. It's like multi-classing paladin sorcery. It just works, I guess. Oh god, it's the wolf. Oh god. Oh god, it's 4 of them! Oh no! Oh, this is gonna be an actual fight. Oh, I'm scared for my life. Wolves are like the first real threat. Because you can't, like, hit them. Normally you'd have Abercan to hit them. But we don't have Abercan. So we're, oh god. Oh, this is gonna be horrible. I can't even cast Air Shield. I literally don't have the component for, oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna be so bad. Rita's already getting beat to death. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna do a safety save right here. Okay. Godric, you gotta get in there, buddy. I don't know how you're gonna do this. Just hit, please. Okay, what's one hit? That's one that did like no damage. Oh, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die to this pack of wolves. Oh no, they got Brennan too! Oh god! Get me out, Captain. Oh no, they're doing the back attack. Jeez! 13 damage, please. I have no armor or skills or anything. Brennan, run! Okay, hang on. Okay, who's damaged? One of y'all, this is the damaged one. I should not do what I'm about to do, but I'm gonna do it. We need to kill. Okay. Oh, you should experience Classic Draken. Classic Draken, what? Can I even, oh. I'm gonna try. Hit. This is going to be very bad right now. I am not gonna be able to like hit them at all. Oh no. I mean I have potions. I at least have potions. Oh my god, that does a lot of damage. Why does that do so much? I know I have no armor, but please. Okay. We taken 2 wolves down to like half. Is that an accomplishment? I don't think so. And she's not behind, so she's not going to be able to hit, really. All right. Hey, Godric, buddy. Maybe drop a pot. Oh, that does nothing. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah. Okay. All right. This is going to be a little bit rough, Chief. Okay. I need to get over here. If I can at least just take out one of them, we're in business. Just what? I need like one wolf dead. They're gonna just gang up on Brenna. Yup. 9 damage is like so much for health. Okay, he's running. We have one running. Okay. Honestly, I'll take it. Let him run. Let him run away. He needs to run. We need help. Oh no. Please stop. Please don't. Please don't. How did she dodge that? I don't know. She has none of us have any dexterity. We couldn't hit the broadside of a barn right now. Oh, she's dead. She's dead. The reason why I say she has one eye, look at the skull. It's like, it's weird looking. I don't know. It's like kind of like a crimped eye. But yeah, no, there you go. That's the first fail right there, boys. Permadead or RPG dead. Yeah, we're gonna try this again. I don't think there's a way to easily win this. I'm gonna have him sit right here. I think we have to all just somehow get back to the tank. They're gonna all ignore me. Every single one of these guys is gonna completely ignore me, but that's the best bet I've got. He's the only one that can actually take attacks. Is our pro tag here? Okay. Not Brenna. Rita's gonna be trapped, but I need to get her out. Okay, yeah, okay, they're actually attacking my guy. Okay, that's good. That's a good start. All right. And then our boy Godric comes in from the back like, yo, what up? And he misses. He misses it like he always does. All right, okay, cool. Okay. Everyone, gather around the campfire. This is where we make our final stand. He's the only one that could block. Oh, I actually should have got a shield for Rita. I'll do that when I go back. And I can't hit. None of my people can hit for the life of them. Especially because Protag isn't even like that skilled in axes either. I need to like move her like kind of like just into us right now. I'm just trying to get them to circle me so I can get them off my crew. Oh no, he's gonna push him back. Oh, he didn't get pushed back. Okay, that's good. All right. I can't hit the one in the back. Go for the damaged one. He has like 9 damage on him, but listen, you gotta take what you can get out here, okay? 9 damage is 9 damage, all right? 3 more. Oh, no. Why does a void attack look like tripping? Don't worry about it. Can I get this one? I can. Ooh, there we go. Okay. We're slowly whittling down a single wolf. Very slowly. Oh, this is gonna be so rough in the beginning, dude. This is gonna be so rough in the beginning. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Okay, hang on. Let's just move. Get her in there. Get it. I can't. Can I really not fit in that? Please. No, I can't. No, I can't. I have to attack from like right here. I don't think this counts as back, but I'm gonna try. No, that was definitely not back. That's side. Oh, really? Really? You gonna attack my girl from the back, dog? Well, we just gotta kill this wolf. All right. Listen, it's taking 4 of us ganging up on a single wolf, but we will bring it down, given enough time, okay? They can't dodge all of my attacks. Oh my god, he actually turned around. Okay, that's bad. That's immediately bad. That's immediately terrible. Oh, okay, everyone stop turning around. Nope, she might die here. She's dead. You see what I mean, fellas? This is what I'm talking about here. Okay, whoa. All right. Same thing, same strategy. I guess Brenna just can't even go in yet. It was too early for her to go in. Everyone wants a piece of Brenna. She's like, look, you see what I mean? Like, enemies focus her so much because they know how ridiculously weak she is. So she just gotta run. She can't even make it over there. We don't have decks yet. We can't do anything. Oh my god. Now this time Rita's just getting jumped on by everybody. Okay, hang on. Okay, no, wait. This is a good position. That's right in the back. Critical, 16 damage. It's not a lot, but it's something. Wasn't KDM at 7? I said 8 last time. Oh, God. How do I think Rita's going to be stuck in here. I think she's just not going to be able to get out. Oh, okay, they switched. Okay, that's good. This is difficult. Don't. Please! Leave Rita alone! She just wants to escape. Oh my God, I actually got a hit with the axe. Okay, that's a big pog right there, Chief. Ooh, we're almost gonna kill one. We're almost gonna, okay. Rita, you cannot die. This is the best one I've ever had. You gotta guard, okay. I'm gonna literally have Rita standing right here, turned around, so that they hopefully can't hit Brenna in the back. And then curing potion. Okay. Oh my God. I just have to guard Brenna's back. That's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at. Okay, please hit, please hit, please hit, please hit. Oh my gosh. All right, boys, this is the run. This is what dreams are made of right here. We're actually getting hits. Rita is still being attacked. I can't really do much about that though. Or can I? Bah. Brenna is the definition of glass cannon. We just need to keep her alive. Only Godric, master of all 4 elements. Oh my God, dude, he's the warrior bender. What do I think I have to, no, I have to protect Brenna. I think this is the play here. Okay, back-to-back fighting. We have one on our MC, that's good. Yeah, I knew that was gonna be on Godric. Hopefully he can just hold out while Brenna kills this one. Don't turn around, Wolf. He turned around. He immediately turned around. Okay. Rita's not as good in the back, but she could still make it work. She could still make it work. Oh. Is this 2? Is that 2 down? You did 4! You did what? Okay, I don't want the other wolf to turn around and attack, so I'm actually gonna have this 1v1 happen. I don't want to aggro the other wolf accidentally somehow. Please kill. Okay. All right. 2 wolves down. We're getting there. The wolves are the first hurdle. If we get past the wolves, we're doing something right. That's really good. Okay, my man's actually hitting this time. Like, my boy does a lot of damage if he hits. It's a good axe. It's a good axe. It's just the problem is the whole hitting part. That's good. We need to get Brenna in there to finish that off. She's actually at, like, good health this time, too. All right. Get in there. Kill. It's so close, dude. Next time we get a chance, I will try to make Godric as a D&D character. Multi-class, Artificer, Alchemist, Eldritch Knight, Fighter, and Swashbuckler Rogue, dude. The master of everything. Oh, my God. Okay, going on Godric. That's it all. Oh, I hope Godric gets a turn before he dies. No, please. I'm so close. You can't do this to me now. Not when I'm this close. Godric, don't die. Oh, thank you. Okay, Godric's out. I'm taking Godric out this fight. Godric, you need a backup. You're too precious for this. Okay. Godric did his part. None of us have any armor. This is such a nightmare. Make sure you jack of all trades as well. Dude, you gotta be good at everything. That's the trick. Oh no, he turned around. I don't like that. I don't like that. No, she needs to back up. She needs to back up healing pot just for safety. I can't do dumb risky plays with 3 dead. This is the best I've gotten. Okay. Whew. That was very difficult. That was very, okay. Hey, I'm gonna go, okay, I'm gonna go get the rest of the abilities for the people. And then we can move out. Oh. Oh, that was so scary, dude. That was 4 wolves. That was 4 wolves. that caused me that much grief. I'm actually going to stay at the end, too, because I want that easy camp. Oh my, that was an absolute nightmare. Once we actually get going, things are going to be easier. We just need to get to that point, you know? Like, once I get some, you know what? I'm gonna buy some gemstones here. I give up. I can't wait. They're gonna cost some money, but I need gemstones. I just need the gemstones. Okay, stay there. Do I get my heal? I'm pretty sure it heals. Yeah, there we go. I didn't want to camp out because there's a chance I could get in fights, and Godric had like no health. So stay at the end. We get a discount because we helped the guy. It's usually 10 gold. That was 6. Godric leveled from that. Not any of the actual characters doing work, just Godric. Dude, Godric did do work, dude. He was surviving, okay? The man doesn't have a lot of outside experience. He's been cooped up in his alchemist workshop for days, all right? He's not used to getting out there and doing some stuff. This is new to him. Okay. So skills, I believe I have everything on our boy here. Yeah, he's got Thief, Warrior, Wizard. Thief, Warrior, Wizard. Warrior, Wizard. I gotta put Thief on her as well. Oh, God. And then I have to put Wizard on her. What am I doing? What am I doing with myself? Okay, so you know what? Since we're doing weird garbage, I'm gonna carry on the legacy of doing weird garbage. Let's go ahead and give thrown weapons to Brenna. 12-3, 14-4. We can do it. 35-2. We can give her this right now, and then like the javelins later. Oh my God, javelins cost 1,000? Why? Maybe it's because they're more accurate. That's insane. 1,000? Okay, hold on. I can maybe try to get it. All right, sell the dagger. Okay, wait a minute. It was 1,000. It's 1,050. I'm gonna. Oh. Okay. Inferno flask. Whatever. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Get the javelin. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. Since we're going unconventional on absolutely everybody here, I haven't figured myself out yet. We'll work on that as we get there. Godric is going sword. Rita is going hafted. Brenna is going throne. Yeah, no, that's what's happening. Let me go get a shield for Rita. Get a large shield. It's -3 dex, but listen. She's another frontliner. That's just how this has to be. What have I done? What have I done to everybody? He's 14 strength. How much strength does she have? 10. Okay. No caster. So here's what I'm doing, Rye. I'm letting the people decide what to do for everything. Typically, when I play this, I have, like, nearly everybody in my party going caster, especially the pro tag, 'cause he gets every spell, you know. But so far, we have Godric, who is going sword with some spells, because he starts with Dragonfire. We're having Rita go with hafted shield and her spells. And we're having Brenna go throne. We haven't figured out what to do on the pro tag yet. We haven't gotten to that point. Right now, I'm just running what's, like, convenient to run on him. which is basically just axe, because you get the battle axe like right away and you can equip and use it. That's our party currently. I don't know what we're gonna have pro tag go. That's for the people to decide. It's not gonna really be applicable until we actually like get a bit further in the game. I mean, oh man, I don't know. I can't with that skip. You just sit there. You're like Miguel. What's his face from Road to El Dorado? Like just angrily strumming your lute at people. That's literally what that is. Dagger? Dagger's not a real thing, dude. Like if you're going sword, you go like you can go actual sword. Like dagger is just for if you don't have like any strength to actually put on a sword. But our guy has enough strength to actually use like real swords, you know? It's like I can't meme too hard because I still need to like live. Also, the reason why Godric did nothing in that fight, if you remember correctly when I was talking about like affinities, Godric is good at night. So he's gonna be good in this fight. Just like I have the choice. 3 of my people are good during the day, and 1 of them is good during the nighttime. So, you know, it's just how it goes, dude. Oh god, I got something in my eye. So yeah, we're gonna be terrible at hitting this wolf because wolves are already difficult to fight. But when you basically have like the deficit of actually not fighting in your element either, it's gonna be a lot of missing. Now, real men limit themselves. I don't know, Chief. Imagine being a thief who prefers daytime. I know, right, dude? Godric, show him how it's done. See? Nighttime. He gets bonuses to nighttime. That's just how, like, that's him hitting from the side as well against a wolf. Like, he's just better at night. This is very strange. He missed that one anyways, unlucky. This is a very strange, unorthodox party that are all going to be going things that are not like what they should be going. And it's going to be hilarious. It's at this point, though, that before I start like actually trying to get people outfitted, I have to start going to decks right now, or it's going to be impossible to progress. So here on out, we're going to be upgrading decks for a little while. Like I said before in the stats screen, decks, like most of the other stats, go to 30. So we're going to try to get at least in the 20s. Because we're going to have to start doing some really scary fights on the road. Can one of you hit? Is it going to have to be Brenna? Is Brenna going to have to be the one to hit this? Is Brenna the only one who can? No, we got it. Okay. Chill. Thank God that this battle axe has like a really good base hit. Can upgrade decks. Can upgrade decks. Can upgrade decks. Can upgrade decks. Alright, well, it's been good. In fact, actually, Brenna might need to do Thief before she even does Dex. I might not even have the choice on that one. I'm going to camp out real quick because I want to get the health back. We need to be healthy for every single fight. We can't leave this to chance out here. We need to be extra careful about this. Do that too. Hardcore Dex on Godric. Make that old man a sprinter. Dude, well, trust me, because he is going warrior... well, I guess he's going like 6 different things, but because part of it is he's going warrior, you gotta get Dex. Dex on just everybody is just absolutely phenomenal. So we're just at the point now where all the XP we're getting is funneled into Dex. All glass cannon men either kill or be killed. Right, just out of curiosity, when was the last time you played this game? I'm curious. Because this is a very unforgiving game. Like, I played this when I was a kid, and I got beat up, dog. I got beat up for my lunch money. Like, this is a very unforgiving game. Like, I didn't even beat it until, like, a couple years ago. Can I hit? Okay. Real? Right on the edge? Oh, and he just turns around. And he just turns around anyways. Okay. All right, chill. It's okay, dude. All of my guys have Thief. So we all hit better from the back. Because we're all thieves, right? Wait, I got Thief on this guy, right? I did, yes. Thieves hit better from the back, and we all got at least 1 point in thief, dog, so you know we getting that extra benefit from the back. You know we like to take you from the back, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Godric can't fit in there, so just side attack. Bam. Look at that. My boy Godric getting those big hits in. Brenna, of course, being focused like she always is, but yeah. Can't really do much about that till she can actually start throwing javelins at people. That's a little bit in the future, though. We're not quite at that point yet. Dude, those clouds are, like, zooming by. You see this? They are racing by. Wow. The fastest clouds in the entire world, dude. There's like a hurricane happening in the sky up there. Oh, this is gonna be terrible. Can she do her sneak attack via javelin? I don't know. Which makes it even better, honestly. I think she can. I think the point is, as long as she's attacking in the back, she should get her benefits. I can't imagine why she wouldn't. Actually, let me read Thief just to make sure. I don't think it specifies. Nope. Improves characters' hit chances and increased damage inflicted from behind with hand-to-hand weapons. Nope. So yeah. So we can totally mitigate Thief on her. Because we're memeing. Yeah, no, it's a good idea, dude. Don't worry about it. God. Everyone's gonna be terrible. So actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna go that much Thief on her. I'm just gonna like... Oh, who's gonna be my Thief then? I actually need a Thief to like open chests and stuff. I can't have her go Thief if she doesn't get any benefits from it. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't really matter anyways. We're getting Dex before anything currently. Maybe I can't go throwing on her. Maybe I go throwing. I don't know yet. I haven't figured it out. I mean, technically, I think I could. I think I can wield javelins currently. Let me see. Because I'm pretty sure I have thrown. I do. I have exactly 1 on thrown, and javelin requires 14. I could do it, but then I'm not the one. Make character with thrown sounds funny. All right, yeah, you know what? Let's just do it. Okay, there we go. Thrown weapons with a shield. I am the ranged tank. I'm the ranged tank. Oh. 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 Oh, boy. Yep, there we go. We have the party set up. So we have 2 thrown. No. I'm going to keep Brennon's sword because we need Thief. Main character is gonna be thrown. Oh my god. This is gonna be terrible, and I love it. Okay. So the good news is, Javelin's gonna be pretty much the best thrown weapon we can get. For a good while. The next one coming up comes from, like, a particular type of enemy that we're not gonna see for a good long time. So we're not gonna be upgrading from javelins for a while. So that's the good news. So javelins are actually chill. The whole problem is, I think, like the hitting part. That's gonna be the div, because my boy has exactly 1 in thrown. His intelligence is subpar. It's okay, because that also affects hitting with thrown. This is gonna be very strange. I'm gonna be real with you. That's a lot what thrown is like right there. That's kind of what it is. When you're going with ranged weapons, like, more than half the time you're just missing. Okay, well, that's a dex. Maybe if I just get enough dex, it'll help me actually hit. Maybe that's the secret to this. Maybe I just need more dex on everybody so I can hit things. Come here, boar. Oh, this is just awful. He looks good doing it though. That's true. He hasn't hit his shot yet, but you know what? He's doing his best out there. Ooh, Brenna got a second one. She can't quite make it though, so I'm gonna have her right here. Ooh, but you know what, dog? I got Thief, though. You know all my characters doing the old wraparound on you. All right, hang on. We got this. We got this right here. Bam. Money shot. Actually got a hit, dude. 7 damage. That's cash money right there. That's money in the bank. Oh, this is gonna be rough, Chief. I can just keep doing this, though. He's not, like, I'm not getting walked into actual combat with him. So that's pretty good. So I just keep running around doing back shots, and that's... Ooh, I thought that was gonna kill. That's actually bad. He could turn around and kill Brenna right now. I'm gonna do a safety save. Just in case. But that's okay, because Godric's gonna kill right here, right? Bam. Godric, 2 damage? You wanna give me a little more than that, buddy? 2? A man hit for 2! What? I'm not gonna question it. Ooh, yeah, let me go. Camp. Lost some health. So we're out of the wolf part for a second, I think. There are some other things coming up, though, that, at my current point, I don't even think I can fight them yet. Oh, there was rats here. I didn't even see. I can do rats, dog. I can do rats all day, dog, okay? Hit your boy up with some rats. I'll fight rats with the best of them, okay? This is a much better, preferable alternative to wolves, dude. Just getting destroyed by a band of wolves. They trap you in a corner at night. This I can do, though. This is more my speed out here. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was hoping the shield would provide a little bit more protection. Oh, I need Dex so bad. I need to like max out. I might just max out Dex on everybody except for Brenna, like, ASAP. Especially because if I want them wearing armor, like, oh, it's gonna be so good. Brenna, I don't really... I'm gonna do Thief, like, pretty much just Thief Mechanic on her, because that's, like, the biggest thing that I need. Because Mechanic for disarming traps, because a lot of chests and boxes or whatever are gonna have traps on them. And Thief to open them, and that's a combat ability, too, so it's, like, it's a twofold ability. Can we get Godric a big-ass anime sword, have him running around looking like a senile guts? It's funny you say that, Eco. I don't know if I'd classify it as an anime sword, but there is a sword at one point in the game that is going to be pretty hilarious on him. But, you know, you'll see it when you see it. I do have an idea, though. We're probably going to throw that weapon on him. Honestly, we might keep that on him for a while, because it's a good sword. Which is the best part. It's actually a good sword. It's just, you'll see. You'll see eventually. It's not too far into the game that we're gonna get it. But we do need to get over a significant hurdle before we actually get it. Yeah, you should just run, my guy. That's not, you're not gonna be doing anything here. That's a Dex on Godric. 16. Okay, I want 11 Dex, 16 Dex, 14 Dex, 21. Oh my. Okay, well, at least Brenna got a good base Dex. That's good. She doesn't really need the Dex then. But yeah. 11 Dex. Man, that is rough, Chief. That's a little bit rough. I mean, I guess I should take the shield off of him. Okay, no, here's the okay. I'm gonna take, because he's ranged now, I need to give those things to people who need them. In fact, even the ring. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna have Godric. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have Godric throw on that. And throw on the cloak. The ring for right now, I'm gonna give to Rita. And then I'm just gonna take the cloth armor. And then I think that's the way to go. So I have 16 Dex now. Godric has 14. 14, 21. That's looking a little bit better. I was memeing about going range tank, but I think I actually like really need the dex right now because I'm kind of deprived from it, especially because MC like doesn't start with much dex already. So the tank has become the range nerd. Kinda, yeah. It kind of inadvertently happened, but I think I can still make this work. You done yet? Oh, it's almost 8, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go a little bit further, and then I'm actually gonna have to cut this off. Cause I'm playing a Kingdom Death Monster with a few friends in a bit. So we're gonna get a little bit further to, like, there's a nice point up ahead I can stop at, I think. And, yeah, I'm really excited. This is, I never thought in all my life I'd be streaming Aiden Chronicles. But this is gonna be fantastic. I'm actually really excited for this. Like, so few people actually know about this game, and I play it so frequently in my off time, like, at least, like, once every year or two now. Like, after the past 20 years, it's just, game is just so ingrained in me at this point. I adore it so much. Just, like, how many N64 games do you know of that have, like, a lot of replayability? Like, I can't really think of, like, any, you know? Like, but this game is real special. I'm gonna get to the crossroads up ahead. And I think that's probably a good place. I can actually wait a minute. Let me go on this hill first. I think there's like a chest on this hill. But yeah, it's just this game is just it's got, don't get me wrong, all right? It has its flaws. Don't get me wrong, it does. But like there's just so many aspects about it that I still love. Granted, part of it's the nostalgia talking, but this is like the game that got me into turn-based RPGs back in the day. Like this was my first one, and this made me go like, wow, you know, this is actually pretty great. Question is, can I hit one of these bats though? Bop. Okay. All right, we're getting there. One unique thing about the weapons is up to a certain point, you can actually like, so you can level up like things like thrown, half, like the actual weapon skill, which affects your chances to hit. You can level that up individually just like everything else. But when they're really low, like I think like maybe 1 to 4, they level up as you use it. So you don't actually have to use XP to level up things in the beginning. It takes a while for you to get good with them. But just as you use it, you'll get up to maybe like level 3, like I said, 3, 4-ish, before at that point you need to start leveling it up. So the cool thing is, Protag has 1 throne right now, which is, you know, pretty pathetic if I'm being honest with you, but it will get better as we go. Just by using it. I might have to train it at some point, and I probably will. Like, I'm gonna need intelligence, I'm gonna need throne, all of those things just to make him a little bit better at doing it. But it's gonna be great once we actually get to that point. I hear the footsteps. I don't... This game is very interesting, like, surround sound. It's not always accurate, so I actually don't know where that walking was coming from. I think I know what I can attribute the walking to. I think I know what it was that was walking. I just don't know where. Yeah, so I think right here, there's a little crossroads right here. Well, maybe not right here. I guess kind of, because like there's one section that goes into the forest. But I think we're gonna stop it right here. I think this is a good place to end. And I'm really excited to play through this game. And I hope you guys are gonna have fun at picking out what I am playing. Because, I mean, you're gonna be in control here, and I'm just gonna be along for the ride, so it's gonna be a lot of fun there.